Can you all hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me start over and start greeting people. Ma'at on the mat. Greetings, Miss L. Thank you. Greetings, Black Heavyweight. More fire, more fire. Thank you for letting me know that you all couldn't hear me. I appreciate that. Saint, welcome. Welcome. Miss L, I was just saying thank you. Hi, Miss Miriam. I was just saying thank you for sharing New York with us. Thank you. I am enjoying your videos. Thank you so much for that. It's good to see you. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for coming over from the other live. I apologize for that. I am going to start this video. And I'm kind of happy that y'all didn't hear me because I was just like, blah, blah, blah. I was looking for something. Specifically looking for the notes that I wrote in my last live. So I can, I think here it is. I think I found it. Because I wanted to get the gift cards together. Yes, I'm probably going to give gift cards every time. Why not? That's why I walk. Okay, let's move on. So I turned the music down. Let me just turn it down just a little bit more. I don't want it to be too loud. Let me know if you all can hear me, if the music is bothering you, if it's too loud. I just like to have a little music in the background. Okay, so let's get back to this video.
Okay, God must be trying to tell you something because this is a shadow ban page. My page don't even get a fraction of the followers, likes, that it's posted. This is a suppressed page. So if you hear God trying to really work with you and your ancestors, they love you, okay? Shout out to Just to Me, JJ Wago 85, Missy Fit, Journey 01, Classy Freddie.
While she's talking about that, I kind of ran it back a little bit farther than I wanted to.
Beautiful. I know whoever is stuck in the States, no shade, but your ass is stuck and you probably can't afford to get out. Okay, now
if y'all didn't hear me in the other video, if you're just now coming to this video, because I know some people are going to, they're not going to know that, wait, she has 2 lives. This was from the first one, blah, blah, blah. So if you're just coming in and you were on my last live from the other day, she just said, you stuck in America. You probably stuck. You can't get the F out. Can she say the same thing about her in Ghana? Because she's sure saying, we need emergency surgery. I need a plane ticket. I need this. I need that to get out. FYI, this is from April 16th.
For those of you that don't know, I have a wonderful relocation service. Get the fuck out of America. It's a real relocation service. And shout out to all my members that have come to Ghana that are here now. Okay, Miss Owens, shout out to you. You have come. She's going to be looking at some properties. Baby, Miss Owens said this is a one-way flight, bitch. Okay, I have members of all ages, but the age group that I see the most I have is the retiree age group. I love y'all. They be doing one-way trips. So
they love them. I might repeat some things. So if you were on the last live, I might repeat a few things. They do love them because those are the ones that have the money. They may get a retirement check. You know what I mean? They have their 401k. They're retired. So if you did right your whole life, working and saving and investing, they gonna love you. Just like RJ Mahdi allegedly scammed someone out of 100,000. If you scam someone out of 100,000, you done scam a retiree out of their whole life savings. Their whole life savings. So, of course, these scammers in the Gambia, in Africa, period. I'm not just going to say the Gambia. Sorry, Gambia. They like, she always going in on us. But the scammers that are in Africa, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Senegal, Ghana, the Tuba Phoenix is in where? Benin. Is she in Benin City, Nigeria, or Benin, the country? Because somebody keep arguing me down. She's in Nigeria. I'm like, oh, let me leave that alone. I just know that I'm going to stop talking to certain people, because if they make my spirit uneasy, I need to cut people off. And sadly, I met some good people, through the Gambia and things like that, going to the Gambia and investing, and spoke to some of the investors that I'm still friends with. But I met some really, really horrible people that were older than me, and they make me want to leave the one I'm with and get in the ring like Mike Tyson. That's what they make me want to do. Okay. So, yeah.
This woman is here. She doing one way. She said, I'm coming home. This is it. So she's looking for a place now. She probably a fire sign, because we be ready to go. We be ready to go like that. So shout out to you, Miss Owens. I see you. We can't wait to show you the place. She want a 6-bedroom. A 6-bedroom, honey. Okay, you can afford a 6-bedroom, 4-bedroom, whatever it is, like for under $10,000 a year here. So give us your budget, become a member, go and sign up for the apartment and home finder service. If you want us to set you up housing remotely before you leave or when you get here, it doesn't matter. But shout out to all of my new members.
Okay, so I want to stop that real quick, because me and someone were speaking in regards to, and I touched on this on my last live just a few minutes ago, right? So when we rent something here in America, whether it's a house, an apartment, it comes with certain things. Now, like I said, we need to be mindful, because we're going to countries that are not set up the way America is set up. I can't speak for the UK because I've never been there. I've never lived there. But in America, certain things come with your apartment, your refrigerator, your stove, sometimes a dishwasher, sometimes a microwave, right? But you definitely getting a refrigerator and a stove in most places, unless the place is pretty ghetto. But most of the time, you're getting a refrigerator and a stove and a microwave. Now, how many people went to the Gambia and were shown places that did not have any of those things, right? But they're telling you, oh, this is cheap. You can get this for cheap. It's only $500 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month. But they're not telling you that you got to get a refrigerator. You have to get a stove. So, and these, when I'm telling you this is in regards to compounds, right? Unless you're furnishing, unless you are renting a furnished compound, most of these compounds are not going to have these things in their place. You're going to have to go and buy these things, right? I'm not sure if Saint, I did too. I'm not sure if these places that she's telling you about has a refrigerator or a stove. Those are the main two things you're going to want. And if you don't like hot air, then you may want to make sure it has solar or a generator, because we know that lights is a problem in Africa, right? You will get exactly what you pay for, Miriam. I agree. But are the people that are telling you to come here, or people like her, people like Phoenix, people like Kwesi, people like Juliet, are they telling you this? Because I mean, those 3 of the people that I just said come from America. So if they have ever rented anything in America, then they know what's up. I can't speak for Juliet. She just alleged scammer, alleged adulterer. So I can't speak for her or UK, but I'm speaking for America. Now, how many people rented something and then had to go and purchase these things? Those things aren't cheap, especially once you walk up and you say, hello, oh, you're an American. The price has went from $200 to $20,000. Like I said, T paid $400. 50, 100, 20,000. She paid $18,000 for a bed. And if I show you this bed, it had the little brown wooden things to go across. Man, that bed looked flimsy as F. You can end up spending way more money trying to furnish the place than just purchasing a fully furnished place. So these are things that you must keep in mind. Now, Saint said, hell, I took a bath with a bucket. And sometimes if the water is off, right? If the place has Nawek water or, okay, so I've never been to Ghana, so I'm just going to use Gambia as an example. Water for Nawek controls the water and the lights, right? So if you have Nawek water and that tap is closed, I guess, I don't know, they're closing the tap. I don't know why the water stopped coming. I have no idea. But if you wake up and you don't have any water, then what are you going to, these are things that I feel like, I hope that if people are having consultations that they're talking to them about this, because the two people that went to the Gambia with me, we had Zoom meetings. I told them about internet. I told them about the heat. I told them about the Rexrorism. I told them about some things that they may see. Those are still in my YouTube unlisted. But I wanted to prepare them. Saint was in the Gambia as well, but I wanted the experience of staying in a village. Sister, you stayed, I went to the village and it was nothing like your experience. So I don't even know like what part of the village you were in, but your experience was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, right? So people need to understand that you can't treat us like Gambians. You can't treat us like Ghanaians. You cannot treat us like a continental African because we come from a different standard of life. That's not a stab to them. It's just a piece of information for them to understand us a little bit better, if that makes sense. Because when G was showing us places, I'm like, didn't this ninja live in America? Man, he was showing us the bottom of the barrel places. And I'm like, well, if he floor hopping, then I guess this is why I say we need our own. This is why I invested with this bald-headed broad. God forgive me. This is why I invested with Art Cathey and Kwesi. Because I knew that if I was going to Africa, I knew that I needed to stay somewhere that was up to par and up to my standards, right? So I'm thinking Kwesi, Art Cathey, they talking this rah, this, we got nice, this, the blah, 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 blah. When I get there, everything that they said was a damn lie. Nothing was what they said. The video that I saw of them cleaning that 8-bedroom mini hotel, right, Art Cathey? The mini bedroom hotel that was still the way it looked when y'all rented it, and they only fixed up your room and put a TV and an air conditioner, all this stuff, but the place was still uninhabitable. The kitchen wasn't working. I don't know if it had running water. They had squatters in there. Abdul Cole, the immigration officer that Kwesi was dealing with, that was G's friend. They seemed like they were a little, how you doing? But he popped Molly like it was TikToks. But his cousin or somebody was staying in there. It was a hot ass mess. But everything that they were saying wasn't true. And then you get there. What are you going to do once you get there? You're in a different country. You don't speak the language. You don't know how to get around. Even if you have a good sense of direction like I did, you don't know how to get around. You just got there. I was there for 9 days and had to go find somewhere else to stay. But these are reputable business people? No, these are criminals. These are criminals. I had a beautiful home by the beach, but never. This mic is getting on my last nerve. Yeah, I don't know. I have this mic, and it's supposed to be a good mic from HP, but this thing, boy, it just start blinking. I don't understand. But y'all can hear me now, right? Okay. I caught the blinking. I caught the red blinking. You know, it's and you know, for me, technology doesn't, I used to love technology when I was younger. And I guess I loved it so much. God knew like technology is not going to work for you, boo, because you would spend all your money on technology. So now when I purchase something, when it doesn't work and I have issues with technology, like I purchased a Fitbit, they replaced it like 5 times to the point where I say, you know what? I'm going to sue you all. Oh, well, we just give you a full refund. And I don't understand. I truly don't understand. But technology, it does not work for me. So, I apologize. I could probably try to use the other mic. Let me see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to charge the other mic to see if it's fully charged, because the mic that I have is, I plug it up and it's red. So I'm thinking, oh, you're charging. And then it just stays red. And I'm like, well, when do I know if you're fully charged? It's like, you don't know. You just got to guess. You just got to guess, lady. So it's not like I don't have the money to purchase another mic. I'm just like, if I purchase it, am I going to have the same issues? That's my dilemma. So let me charge this and let me start playing this, because I'll keep talking to you all.
If you haven't gone to our amazing professional website, it's getthefuckoutofamerica.com. It's a really great membership because it's a la carte, which means that you can pay for the things that you need as you need them. First off, you're probably going to need somebody to help you with flights, housing, visa entry, setting up your business, Airbnb, finding houses, land, all of that type of shit. So we're here for that. And I like the fact that it's such a full scale service that you get help from not just coming here, but into how you integrate into society and even making this a long-term stay for you. And she's also looking at, of course, long-term residency, citizenship. So if that's something you're interested in, this is a membership that offers you everything. Okay, I'm glad to do that. I'm an ex-flight attendant. I come with real experience in the game, but this is my second time living in West Africa, and I had no idea that I was going to create this full relocation service. I thought I was just going to be creating content like I did.
How did she not know that she was going to create this full relocation services when that's what she was allegedly doing in the Gambia? Just catch the woman in her lies, y'all. Just catch her in her lies. And like I said, she said that Miss Owens is looking for long-term residency, but you trying to get out. So what happens to Miss Owens? Miss Owens, you better run like the wind.
Last time, but God and my ancestors always have way more in store for me. And I've turned into a whole little real estate mogul out here. And I'm okay to say that because it wasn't like that for me in the States. I was doing a little yang in the States with real estate and land. But out here in Ghana, the opportunities are just endless for us. So it ain't no need to.
Okay. I agree, Black Heavyweight. She's been praying day and night how to design the next scam, but she didn't change this scam too much. She's literally doing, she started off $500, invest this, and people were sending me screenshots, and I'm like, wow, this leopard did not change her stripes. You went to Ghana and did the same thing. Now, did you catch that she said a real estate mogul? Well, a real estate mogul will not be creating a GoFundMe trying to get people to pay for her rent, her medical care, her in-home care, her flight. What the hell? Her surgery? A real estate mogul got their own money, do they not? Okay. But why is she asking for donations? Her and Brandon. Guess they going to ride off into the sunset with y'all 80K. So now she also said she was dabbling in real estate and land. How was she doing real estate and land sales in the States without licensing? Was she doing it under Brandon? Because y'all, the stuff that I heard that Brandon was doing for this woman, he is special. And that's not in a good way. He is easily led astray. This man was using his own resources for his real estate company that he had with his wife to fund and help this criminal out. Mm, mm, mm. Through Brandon. This is because, I mean, anyone that knows, you cannot sell real estate and land in the States if you don't have the proper licensing. And she does not have the proper licensing. But you can go to Africa and do it just about anything you want. You could be the president. You can go to Africa and say, I was the president of the United States. Maybe not the president of the United States because everyone knows our president. But you can say, I was the president of Cuba. No, not Cuba either. I was the president of Chile. Do everybody know the president of Chile? But you can say, you can basically, what I'm saying is you can be whoever you want to be when you go to Africa. Because, I mean, how many people are telling people their real name? So when I introduce myself to people, I'm like, if I'm introducing myself to a Gambian, I say Maimuna. It's for a specific reason that I will not say on here, but I say it for a specific reason, right? Maimuna, Maimuna, man Maimuna, right? Because people are so welcoming when you try to assimilate yourself into their culture, right? But I also say Orshante, so they call me Maimuna Shante. But people know my surname. They know my government, right? I don't know whether that's good, bad, or indifferent, right? I'm not a criminal, so I don't care if people know my government. It is what it is. If I'm on Facebook, I have my real name on Facebook, right? But there are people that are in the Gambia that will never tell you their real name, right, Nimadia? She's not in the Gambia, but she would never tell you her real name. Why? What the hell were y'all doing in America?
Hate on the Sagittarius with our greatness, you need to take some notes, because most of the time we're giving you free game. Okay, don't come over here thinking that we're scamming you. That consciousness is not needed, because I understand the way it's set up in the States. They got y'all nervous about everything. I don't vibrate on that level anymore. Bitch, you see my nails is long.
Okay, now what the hell does her nails have to do with this? But I need to stop this, right? You notice how she tried to throw it on the States, right? She's like, oh, because, in the States, they try to do this. They ain't nobody scamming. Ma'am, sir. Oh my God. Remember the Tyler Perry movie, Going to Jail? Sir. Right? Art Cathey. The scamming. If someone thinks that you are scamming, it has nothing to do with the States. It has everything to do with you and Kwesi Boyd and Phoenix Rain. Don't blame that on the United States, okay? Because honestly, what we should have done, all 65 plus of us, we should have Googled your ass. I should have did a background check on y'all. That's what I should have done. Now, if people still gave, at least I would have kept my 16. But evidently, God has something else in store for me. Maybe to continue to expose y'all bastards. Right, bitch? Mm-hmm. She quick to call somebody else a bitch, though, right? So, you can't sit here and say that America has made us scared and nervous of scamming. Don't come over here thinking somebody's scamming you, but that's what you did in the Gambia. And that's what I think you're doing now. We'll see. We'll see a couple of years from now, because, Shrek, aka Kiki Loves Nigeria, has so much to say about me, right? But in these 4 plus years, y'all have seen what I've been doing, fighting. Can we say the same about Kwesi? I mean, he had been taken to court how many times after scamming us? In the Gambia, he has been taken to court many times. Ask Elvin. Yeah, I need to tell the story about that, right? Elvin's Airbnb and all that other stuff, where an American testified. Yeah, that place, that Elvin Airbnb, it so they were renting out this place. Elvin, that's on you, bruh, right? Because you should have saw. This is not working. All right, so let me try to use this one. This is not working. Let me try to use the other one again. This. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna have to use the mic from the computer because this is not working. This is not working at all. Neither one of my mics are working. Sorry, y'all. Let me cut the fan off because you can hear background noise. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can use my headphones. All right, bear with me, y'all. This is a hot ASS mess. So when they ask me, how was this live? I'm going to say horrible. They're going to be like, that's your ghetto ass, Mike. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay, so let me see if I can hook this up. I'm going to try to use... Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try to use my headphones. So right now you would just be hearing me from the computer, but let me see. This is horrible, y'all. But it was just saying that the mic was fully charged. I told y'all technology. Technology with me does not work. Okay, so let me try to hook up my...
Now I just can't be bothered. I'm feeling very fishy. I'm feeling very fishy these days, honey. I'm sorry. I got fresh apple juice, fresh juices. This is real fresh apple juice. This apple juice, I have it frozen. So, you know, as it melts, I pour it down. Girl, we are over here luxuriating. We're looking at the best products. I'm doing a new lip because I usually do a red lip. While y'all stressing out about Trump and shit, my energy is on looking cute, changing my hairstyle, being very fishy, honey. I'm feeling very cunty. Girl, when you get this lip,
How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No one's saying anything. I don't know if you all can hear me. Hey, 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 hey. It's Fat Albert. Okay. I told y'all technology, it be tripping. Technology really be tripping for me. I don't understand. So I'm gonna tell y'all what was going on. I wasn't muted through StreamYard. I'm talking on this side is showing that I'm good to go. I wasn't good to go. I'm getting text messages like, hey, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. I'm like, well, why? Why? You know, I don't know, y'all. But when StreamYard asks me, how was this live? I'm going to give them a thumbs down. Okay. Because I don't know what the hell happened. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. What I may do is order some new mics, but honestly, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to order some new mics and then we're going to see what happens. Y'all gonna be like, what happened? I thought you ordered new mics. And I'm gonna say, I told you technology doesn't work for me. Technology hates me, y'all. But I guess God is telling me no technology so that way you can keep money in your pocket. So I'm gonna say this. Thank you, you all. Thank you for your patience. So I didn't want to use the mic like this because sometimes you hear background noise. So I turn the fan off and I try to have it as quiet as possible. So what I was saying is, I was telling y'all something about Elvin's Airbnb, right? Let me just run it back what I was saying. So let me run her back and then I'll go back to it.
It's not needed because I understand the way it's set up in the States. They got y'all nervous about everything. I don't vibrate on.
Okay, so she was saying that she wasn't scamming. People come there and it's like, you're scamming. Let me run it back so y'all can hear exactly what's said. This live is going to be, I'm going to have to chop it up.
Last time, but God and my ancestors always have way more in store for me. And I've turned into a whole little real estate mogul out here. And I'm okay to say that because it wasn't like that for me in the States. I was doing a little yang in the States with real estate and land. But out here in Ghana, the opportunities are just endless for us. So it ain't no need to hate on the Sagittarius with our greatness. You need to take some notes because most of the time we're giving you free game. Okay, don't come over here thinking that we're scamming you. That consciousness is not needed because I understand the way it's set up in the States. They got y'all nervous about everything.
Like I said, so let's run this back. The States is not what has us nervous about you, Kwesi, or Phoenix. What has us nervous about the scamming is the fact that y'all already scammed us, okay? You scammed so many people in the Gambia. I don't know how long you've been scamming, boo. I have no idea. I mean, I heard stories, but that's hearsay. Won't stand up in court unless that person comes and testify, right? So it's not as to what the United States has done to us, is what you all have done to us that has made people really leery of everyone being a damn scammer. So you did this, Art Cathey. So she said, she said something about being fishy. And I say, I wish I was fishy about you all. I wish that I had did a background check. But that's not my reality, right? Evidently, God wanted me to be here to do this, to take y'all down. I don't know. Not even take y'all down, to hold y'all accountable for what you did to me. I can speak for others, but I'm more worried about my stacks, my 16 stacks. Because if I would have been fishy of you all or leery of you all, Kwesi, Art Cathey, and Phoenix, then I could still have my 16 stacks, right? I wouldn't have lost all this money trying to get a lawyer to take y'all to court, but you left the country, right? So you want to talk about you're such a great businesswoman and you have this and you have that. Why are you moving around like a criminal then? So like I said, she's going to be worried about Trump too, since she's trying to get the F out of Ghana now and come back to America. Why you want to come back here? But how long has she been in Ghana? I don't know. I think the year of Brandon paying for her apartment or paying for that apartment for the year is coming to an end. And since it's coming to an end, now she needs someone else to pay for her rent when she comes back to America and all her other expenses.
I don't vibrate on that level anymore. Bitch, you see my nails is long now. I just can't be bothered. I'm feeling very fishy. These days, honey. I'm sorry. I got fresh apple juice, fresh juices. This is real fresh apple juice. This apple juice, I have it frozen. So, as it melts, I pour it down. Girl, we are over here luxuriating. We're looking at the best products. I'm doing a new lip because I usually do a red lip. While y'all stressing out about Trump and shit, my energy is on looking cute, changing my hairstyle, being very fishy, honey. I'm feeling very cunty. Girl, when you get this lip, it's a wrap. And this lip is only paired with that damn brown pencil. So sis.
Hi, Wilma RJ's Spicy Kitchen. Sorry for the technical delay. Y'all know the investors paid for that lip gloss, right?
I crossed over. I told y'all I was going to stay in red for the rest of the year. But I'm kind of switching up. I'm switching up because the Sagittarius with a Virgo rising and a Pisces moon, I can get stuck on one thing. I can get stuck. I can get stuck on black. I can get stuck on red. I was on red. Girl, I'm just feeling myself now. I don't have to feel like I need to be a hotep no more. Girl, I done got the Africa and woke all the way up. When you start relaxing and you ain't got to worry about rent, let's just talk, sis. Just me and the sisters real quick.
Okay. Let me just say this, because this is on the last page of notes. So she said, when you don't have to worry about rent. Wait, what did I just say? Right? You don't have to worry about rent. Why? Because somebody else paid for your apartment in Ghana? Wilma, they say Art Cathey, there's a GoFundMe. My last live a couple of days ago, there's a GoFundMe for $80,000 because she has liver and colon cancer. Hey, K&K squad. Well, hello. I don't think I ever seen you up in this piece. What's goody? Ooh, I heard about what happened in Mexico. Sorry to hear that. This is why I'm staying my little black ass in America for some time. I need to let the stress go. I am letting the stress of the Gambia go. And I'm letting God and the ancestors deal with these criminals. That's what I'm doing. And I think y'all have seen me. I'm back in the gym. I'm focused on what I'm eating. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to get back to where I was before I went to Ghana and met this damn devil and the other devils, right? That's what I'm trying to get back to. So that's what's going on. It is always something it's always something everywhere, right? But it is always something. Unfortunately, people may not feel safe in America, but after what has happened to me overseas, I feel safe as hell here. I really do. And that may just be my experience, just like the people that are in the Gambia may have not experienced the Gambia the way I experienced it. I pray nobody experienced it the way I experienced it. That is a hot ass mess. So African Empress, you're going to have to check out K&K Squad's. She dropped a short. Someone sent it to me. So Art Cathey says she doesn't have to worry about rent, right? Because you all are paying her rent. That's why she doesn't have to worry about rent. Let's keep going.
All that stuff I was doing, if you see the 2018 version of Art and the version I am now, and the type of life that we get to live here, when you ain't stressed, I'm not even talking about the same shit.
Art is such a liar, right? So whatever has happened between January, when was it? 15 months ago. 2024, January, February, March, April, May. January of 2024, she was in Ghana in my last live, not this one from today, a few days ago. She was in my last live, rah, praising the unaliving of Shekinah Chinedu in the Gambia, right? So when she say, oh, once you get to Africa, you get this peace and da-da. Ma'am, you've been rah, with this PIMP and 304, the PIMP as your daddy, the 304 as your mama. You've had this energy since 2020 since I started watching you. Right? She got too ghetto for me. I was like, I can't. This is not how I live my life, so I need to get on up out of here. Right? So where did all this enlightenment come from? We don't know. We're going to keep going. A caring touch. Hey there, can someone share with the other lady? Wait, hey there, can someone share why the other lady supports Kwesi Boyd? He was on her channel sharing how to stay safe in Ghana. So a caring touch, I think now to hear from Tay and Art that this is the same man who was scammed, it doesn't make sense why he is being supported. Okay, so a caring touch, let me just clarify some things for you. Now, Kwesi and this woman, Art Cathey, were in charge of the real estate business in the Gambia. Phoenix Rain was also involved as far as on paper, right? She was on her name is on all of the legal paperwork in America. All the legal paperwork registering Invest Relocate Africa is in the name of Tanya Roberts, aka Phoenix Rain, aka Phoenix by Design. Okay, Wilma, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Greetings, Purple Love. So, Shadow Black, what's goody? So, Art was a part of this, a caring touch. But Art has been trying to separate herself from this. She left the Gambia, just left, right? If she was still there, then she would have been named in the lawsuit that I have against Kwesi in the Gambia. But she left. She ran back to America, connected with Brandon, started promoting land and getting deals for him. And he was paying her. He was allegedly paying her. What people don't know is that's illegal. She can't do anything with real estate and land because she's not licensed. Okay, that's a little information there, right? So let's keep going.
Very militant. Down with white supremacy. Okay, girl, that's fine and everything, but we needed to have been learning what the damn patriarchy was and how we just lived our life living in fantasies and thinking that we ain't good enough if some man don't choose us and getting beat down and getting played with mentally by the red pills. You can't even live your life because you feel like you ain't nothing because you single. That's the real war that women all over the country. We're learning like, oh, wow.
That's not all women though, right? That's because a caring touch. I think you were talking about Kiki Loves Nigeria. I think you were talking about Shrek. So I'm gonna touch on that real quick. But with what Art just said, every woman doesn't think like that, right? She's gonna get into another point about money and what we should have been looking at. But seeing how Art Cathey has spoken and how she carries herself, and you know, her daddy was a PIMP and her mom was a 304, right? If y'all don't know what a 304 is, write 304, turn it upside down. Okay. So when we used to use the pagers, that's what we used to use, right? So she's gonna come off like telling the women, do this, do that. So it's like she knows how to get a man and scam a man, but she doesn't know anything else. Her father trained her well, but with what he trained her with, it's not sustainable, boo. That's not sustainable. So a caring touch, you asked about why is the woman definitely Madam Energy, definitely. So, but when your mama's a 304 and your daddy's a PIMP, what did we expect Art Cathey to be? Yeah. So, a caring touch. Kwesi Boyd is always on Kiki Loves Nigeria channel. Why? Because Kiki Loves Nigeria has made 41 videos about me. I did the screenshot. So if she made any of them private, it's too late. She has harassed me, stalked me, and it looks like she may have been, okay, so maybe she wasn't hired by Kwesi. Maybe he never gave her any money, but she is one of these people that, black man worship is all I should say. She the fact that she's so educated and she knows how to do all this qualitative research, the fact that she cannot see that it was a scam is astounding to me. But I also know that there are misogynistic men that will use anyone. Predators know prey, don't they? And if she is willing to defame everyone else's name and character, business, foundation, or whatever for Kwesi, then I don't know why she's doing it, a caring touch. I have no idea why she's doing it. But she is one of the only people that support Kwesi, because a blind man can see that he has scammed everyone. And in my next live, I'm going to be following the money. I'm going to remind you all of the video that I made of the breakdown of me losing $16,000, of money coming in and going out. And I'm going to show you the Ponzi scheme. So follow that video, because I need to stay on track, because if not, I'll be all over the place. Okay?
Let's stay on the black thing. Being black, I understand. Like, we have to learn that we're being oppressed and stuff and white supremacy, blah, blah, blah. But as women, girl, same thing. They don't want us to be great. They want you to really walk around in life and feel like you're not good enough. So that's the whole game of life. As I've gotten here to Africa and I start to see things for myself, I don't live under the same rules. So I get to focus on a different thing now. And again, when you're on a spiritual journey, a healing journey, stuff just starts to become clear to you. And when your ancestors, or when your evolution gets to a point where it's time for you to change and stop a certain pattern and cycle of toxic behaviors, like you just see it for what it is, you know. So those toxic cycles that kept us down, that's the stuff outside of white supremacy. We should have been learning about patriarchy and how, as a woman, the second you learn you got a pussy, girl, you should have been learning that, damn, I need to be getting my own bread.
There you go. That madam energy, that pimp mentality will always surface in an Art Cathey video. I mean, you talking about you have a reputable business that's called getthefoutofamerica.com, and now you're talking about using your PU energy, you have a JJ energy, ma'am.
A powerful woman and an independent woman is a woman that can pay her own bills.
A woman that lost $16,000 to you and your partner, your business partners, right? Right? An independent woman that lost $16,000 to you, Art Cathey. Do I have to show the people again? It'll be in the Follow the Money video. So she just gets in front of this camera and just talks. But what's real? I don't know. This is why I say she a scammer.
That's the thing we should have been thinking about when we were 14, 15, 16, getting land, buying real estate. All that other stuff they talking about ain't shit. So yeah, you in that red pill stuff.
So let's talk about this. Someone like me has always had good credit, always kept my credit good. I didn't necessarily live with that with outside of my means. I don't spend frivolously. I don't do retail therapy. That's just me. Why? Because I had a mindset that I want to buy land and I want to get my house built. So if you are young and you think that you always keeping your mind on money, like, okay, well, I may have 20,000 in the bank, but in my mind, I don't have anything, right? Because you know that money is already for something. So for someone like myself that invested in this bald-headed ass broad and Kwesi Boyd and Phoenix, right? I'm always going to put Phoenix in there because they all going to be defendants in my fucking lawsuit, So to talk this stuff now, 4+ years later, but when people are focused on this and then they meet people like you, they're scammed. And you take their money and run off and then talk ish.
Attacked as a black woman, like all of that rhetoric that we had, I used to be on it. I did. That's why I'm like, oh, I got to get my...
Make sure you ask her what's your credit score. Make sure you ask her what's her credit score. Right? Make sure you ask her what's her credit score if you decide to do business with her. Because my credit score is 760. 760. It is true. She does have a GoFundMe. Lady J's Black Eyed View. due to, she said she got liver cancer and colon cancer. Well, I'm not going to say she said it. Brandon said it. Brandon said it. That part. Just because she never had that mindset and she just been scamming since day one does not mean that the rest of the women, whether they're single or not, has the same mindset. But what she did was she honed in on people that has a little money, and then they got people's money and then they ran off. So just because her pimping daddy and her 304 mom didn't teach her about finances, now she wants to insult everyone else. But let's keep going on, unless I'm never going to get through this.
Self-grace. You know, I learned a lot, and I learned not to be such a dick rider, because like people that worship European culture, we shouldn't be worshiping nothing that makes us feel like we're inferior. And that includes men. So you got to watch shit like that. Like, I'm just thinking.
That includes you as well, right? Because no matter what you have done, people are still worshiping you because they don't know the truth about your ass.
Thinking about it strategically from a mental standpoint, I see why mentally we were oppressed too as women. There are a lot of things that can be true at the same time. And there are also games being played with you because of your skin color, so they can gain your loyalty. I just realized women were the most powerful thing coming to Africa. Now that I'm able to not be in a system of patriarchy, white supremacy like that. I'm not in a minority here in Ghana. So my reality is different. And so I'm able to think better. But again, economic power, being able to change the channel and switch wavelengths, we're not, you know what I mean? Like, we can change the way of thinking. It's not about no Kevin Samuel shit. It's not about no gender war. Like, all that shit that we was on, like, we just were not thinking about land, real estate, and property, women.
That was you. That was you. Because how many women invested in Art Cathey Heels vacation properties along with Kwesi Boyd? Invest Relocate Africa. So you talking that yin yang nonsense, ma'am. You're the only one that's looking for someone to take care of you, ma'am, with your European nails.
We weren't. I'm going to pour up some of this fresh apple juice. We should have been focused on healing. A lot of us are getting it, though. Shout out to the ladies. And speaking of which, of course, we're a relocation service. We offer housing services, visa services to everybody. We just started the women-only community, but I don't want the pick-me's to get nervous. I'm a couple. What about couples? Girl, real estate is for everybody. I'm just saying, every once in a while, there are some properties that we're dedicating to women-only communities. A lot of y'all understand that, but there are some people that are just so confused, which I'm not really the person for them. Like, people that's obtuse and got to be confused about everything. Well, what you doing? What is this? You only doing women only now? No, baby. No, baby. Okay.
I'm happy that you asked that question, Wilma. That's funny. Because I was just about to tell you. So this video is from April 16th. This is April 16th of 2025, right? April 16th. But if you look at my last live, that was from January of 2024. And she still had that rah energy, right? I think maybe she has something in that juice that apple juice that's calming her down. I don't know. When you're gonna see her very calm in the next video. I was like, I ain't never seen Art Cathey this calm.
Okay. No, sweetheart. We have some real estate that can be used as women only, because not only do women need to learn how to heal, this is a space where women can come and be self-sufficient, use their skills, and also it's going to be a lot of retreat focused activities too, to get your mind out of America.
Now this sounds good, right? Where people can come and use their resources. But if you all remember, she said retirement people, right? I don't know if you've been to the Gambia, but most of the retired people they enjoying their retirement. They're not, what are they coming there to do? Because I mean, there's plenty of that I talk to, they were like, I come here to relax. I might go and teach a class. I might go and do this, but I'm not coming here I'm retired. I'm not coming here to do another full-time job. But this woman will sell you anything.
you to get away from your phones. You know, that toxic shit that you got in your head. It's a lot of toxic stuff. Coming to Africa is not going to solve all your problems at all. There is a detachment and there is a healing that really does need to take place before you can even be okay. So you can't heal in the same environment that you got sick in. And so the same in the reverse. You can't really bring that sickness here in a healing environment and expect to heal and start your new chapter, okay?
2 points. Now, you just heard her say about healing. Now, she just told us she got cancer. So how can she, I'm not even going to go there. You could re-listen to what she say and make your own assumption. But the question I do have is, why would she act like the supremacist with her own people? You remember how she got all this money from the Americans for Gambia, and then I'm not going, y'all, we not gonna be friends. What type of business person is not personable after you took their money? I want to meet y'all. I want to see one person in Ghana that has met Art Cathey. Not that I wanted to meet her. She's too toxic for me, right? I don't know. I might have to use my body combat skills with Art Cathey if I met her in person, because she brings out the worst in some people. So I have no desire to meet her. But what about the people that wanted to meet her, that invested money? Is she meeting them? No. She will make you feel inferior. How many people were in those groups that she made feel inferior, right? I'm superior to you. You fat. You this. You that. You ugly. Whatever she was saying. But all right, I touched on my notes. I'm caught up.
So for everybody that's thinking about moving to Africa, wherever it is, understand you're bringing yourself, your baggage, and whoever you used to be, you're bringing it with you.
That part.
For the ladies and the women only spaces, we do have an info session that's available to our members and to people that sign up on the website. It's been a lot of visitors to the website. So if you want to know more information about the women only communities, you know, I have some beautiful communities. The one property that I listed, you know, these are ranging from $266 a month. That was a
$266 a month. So I think she's about to show y'all a place. But I told y'all when she lied, she threw her hair over her shoulder, because the people that were in the womb school, they were saying that she wasn't even posting in the womb school. So what do you? It's that secret. You feel good because you in the secret membership, but I know that you're not going to get on there and say I'm a liar. I will.
3-bedroom. It was a split level 6-bedroom house that can be shared by women. That was one women's only community space that's optional. And there's another one in the upscale area of Cantonment. Cantonment is the up crust area of Ghana. And so I love the community because it's all kind of like, you know, insular, and you can see that it's kind of like a, condos type of vibe. And it's just a beautiful community, and it's gated. So that one is a 5-bedroom house, and it's like a 3-level home with a swimming pool. So it's very nice. And that one.
Now that sounds amazing. But anyone that has had a swimming pool knows that the swimming pool, it costs money to maintain a swimming pool, right? So where are you getting the chemicals from? Do you have connections with shipping, Art Cathey? Because they're gonna need chemicals. Because in the Gambia, all they throw is chlorine. I said, you do know you need more than chlorine. Jesus, take the wheel. This is what was going on at Juliet's. So I'm assuming she said that a place was $266, and this is a high scale. And I wish the sister that lives in Ghana will pop in, but she says this is high scale, right? So who's paying for this high scale living? Are you actually living in a high scale location, or let's just keep going?
Can also be women's only. So if you want to take part in this, all you need to do is become a yearly member. We need annual memberships for people that want to be in these women only spaces.
So the annual membership is $266. Is that what she's saying?
Only for a year. So this is a transitional living space for women that need extra support. Coming to Ghana is not an easy feat. So this is something very innovative that people have just started to realize they need as they're moving out here. You need to have way more support. Way more support. I'm going to be doing a series and a talk more about how I instantly became rich when I moved to Ghana. That's something that people need to know, and we need.
Oh, this is the video that y'all were talking about. How she instantly became rich. Okay, y'all. So what does Art Cathey consider rich? Because you out here asking us for 80,000. 10 to 30,000 for surgery and whatever, 3 to 5,000 for your plane ticket. So what did she say? She instantly became rich. I'm confused. She's rich, biatch. So why you asking us for money? Let's keep going. For petite sis that go deep throated voice be hitting her. Jalen, I can't. Those sound like the same houses she was promoting in the Gambia, and some of them didn't even exist. She know no one's gonna get on here and say anything, but she know I will. That's why she tried to put in a cease and desist. Girl, bye. Unless it's coming from a judge, I'ma keep talking that.
Need to start rewiring our minds from America. America really fucked us up. It really did. That hedonistic treadmill, materialistic treadmill. You don't even know how to be happy. Happiness and health is really the key to life and success and riches and wealth. Like, that's really wealth. Having my own health challenges that I've been transparent about, you know, in the recent past, and things that I managed to this day. Being a healer doesn't exempt you from anything. Now I just can understand the teachings a lot better, and I get to impart that onto other people. So we don't realize, like, you heard of the story of the man that was asked if he would cut off his arm, you know, for $5 million. And he was like, no. And they kept going up. And it's like, okay, they went to 20 million. He was like, no, I wouldn't cut off my arm for any amount. And they're like, if you have something more valuable than $20 million, like, you already have everything. I know it's such a mind game. I'm not trying to go too deep. But we don't know how to be happy because we don't realize how rich we already are. When you come to a place like Africa, and especially Ghana, and you get in touch with real life and living sustainably. And again, these women-only spaces, they're kind of healing spaces so we can kind of detach and unplug from society. So she can brainwash you and control you. That's what that's about. Because from my experience, I now know why I was at the highest as far as like mentally, physically, emotionally. I was good, nutritional wise. I was eating DNA food. Yes, I had fish, but I'm okay with fish, right? Per my blood type, that's how I need to eat. So for someone to do all of this work on themselves in America and then was like, oh man, been trying to get back to Africa for 8 years. And then what happens? I meet this broad. And you cause all of this. You said when you come, just by changing your geographical location is not going to change you. People, we are still bringing us. So all of the nonsense and the malarkey and the rah-rah pimp, madam energy, all of that she brought with her. And then you scammed us out of all this money. But now you talk about some you rich and you healing. But this was a month, April 16th, a month and 2 weeks ago. Right? Tomorrow will make 2 weeks. So this was on April 16th. And next we're going to look at the video from May 1st. I'm probably going to get rid of this live and go do another one because that video is 20 minutes. This one is longer than I thought. Like, you can't think you're going to just be all perfect when you move here. You have to learn how to be at peace and be happy and to have your health. Mental health is very important. It's a lot of us walking around unhinged. But you causing other people mental health stress, emotional stress, right? She talk about releasing stress, but y'all cause so much stress on me these past 4+ years after losing 16 stacks. But you forget about that, didn't you? I think you're remembering now. Unhappy, miserable, depressed. America is the greatest place on earth for functional depression. And we know that. Not if you're going to therapy. Not if you're going to therapy, ma'am.
I guarantee you have never been to therapy. Not if you're going to therapy. You don't have to be in a separate location to heal. You can heal wherever, as long as you are doing the work. And thank God I am now doing the work. I'm not going to sit back and be angry and distant. No, I'm doing the work on myself. So that way I will be mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared to walk into court on y'all. On y'all.
So much. And yet you feel the poorest. So I'm grateful that I've always been a practical girl, but I feel like Africa was kind of made for me. If you're materialistic and stuff like that, like just on a basic level, we wouldn't be girlfriends, right? Like I can wear thrift store clothes, hand-me-downs. Like, girl, I don't care because I'm beautiful from the inside out. So there's a certain charm that I have and different value that I place in life than the average American and the average consumer. So I was never really good as a consumer. I wasn't really the average Black woman. I mean, I am, but girl, whatever, girl, let's just get this hair done, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm very practical. Let's build businesses and wealth. Wealth is quiet, riches is loud. And I've learned what it takes to be happy is to realize that you're rich already. But when you're living in a place like America and your fundamental things that are here to make you happy are not there, like your safety, not feeling like you have to stress out about bills, your health, your mental health, things like that. When you don't have that in place, and of course, a society that's hell bent on killing you, when you remove all of that, now you instantly have everything that was so valuable. When you come to Ghana, you don't have to worry about police brutality, your bills, you pay your rent ahead a year. I feel like every Black person.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so I had to stop this, right? She said, when you come to Ghana, you don't have to worry about your rent, you pay it for a year, your bills. Now that, I can't speak for Ghana, but in the Gambia, you can pay your rent for a whole year. And if something happens, your stress may not be police brutality, but it's going to be other things. Let's not act like the African continent is perfect, Art Cathey. Let's not do that. Because you had so much to say about the Gambia, right? So let's not act like Ghana or the Gambia is perfect. Because you may not have the struggles of America, but you're going to have some damn struggles, yo. Stop acting like that. How many people then got robbed, Americans got robbed in the Gambia? I mean, the Gambians rob everybody, but, you know, we're not special just because we're getting robbed. They're robbing poor people. They don't care. So, but it happens all over Africa. So you're saying that all of our stresses are going to go away? No, we're going to have other stresses that we may not fully be prepared for because it's coming from people that look like us and everybody's smiling, hey sister, hey brother, and they screwing us over. So don't act like it's perfect. Let's not do that. Let's not do that because you're still going to have stresses and struggles, especially for the people that are not coming financially stable because they're listening to you saying, I can stay somewhere for $300 a month. And they're coming on assistance and they can't. Now they stuck. Now they don't have money for $1,000 plane ticket to get back to America. So stop lying, Art Cathey. Stop lying.
That has ever struggled in the States like I used to. Now, y'all can be rich if you want to, but I wasn't rich like that. I'm working toward that now. I believe I'm more rich than I've ever been now, but I have to be humble on here because, you know, people like to attack you for being happy, child.
Yeah,
but when you come to a place like this and all of those things are removed and you no longer have to worry about that, my peace of mind is valuable. Where you raise your children, living in a society where people aren't talking about that red pill, blue pill shit y'all on. That battle of the sexes shit is crazy. Like the stuff that we used to, but I used to even consume. The stuff I watch is different. I can't do that regular relationship type stuff. They seem stupid to me because I realized that was a part of the scam and ruse too, ladies, was that whole relationship shit. Like that's not even, anyway, I ain't even trying to go off course.
Oh wait, hold on. So she's not to the relationship. So I guess her and Brandon not together. I don't know. This is, I guess they must have had a little squabble because I mean, this is my best friend. You want to make the wife feel insecure because he's still your friend, even though y'all exes and all this other stuff. But now she ain't them exes, them boyfriends and relationship. Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
Whitney Houston said the greatest love of all is learning to love yourself.
Ha!
And a lot of us, again, we just waking up from the Jesus juice, the Christianity scam. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of scams we just got to wake up from. And as a woman, I realized the scam I was on. I'm like, oh, we can't be happy. We don't even feel like we're free or even worth anything because of the patriarchy and how much we are damaged and even villainized and attacked. That's the word. We're attacked all the time. When you remove that shit and you start focusing on being happy. Some of y'all need to be on some nam yo ho ring gang yo, nam yo ho ring gang yo. Rewire your shit. We have to start rewiring our nervous system. So yeah, this women's only space, I got some really great things, in store because I do build communities well, but I had to go through a period where I was healing from people because I just didn't want to fuck with people no more. But that's not the way life should be. And that's not, you know what I mean? It's not healthy.
Because they were calling.
And as a Sagittarius and a person with fire, we can have and hold on to anger issues, resentment. That'll manifest in a lot of different illnesses, y'all. So opening up your heart, knowing that love is really the key and the answer, and to focus on health and happiness. That's really it. I promise to God, we have overthought this thing. Y'all overthought it. And I'm so sorry that it took me this long to figure it out. I think I know I wasted probably 22 years of my life. And I'm 43, focused on the wrong shit. Mm-hmm. Focused on, and that's why I'm like so hell bent on focusing on women. We keep saying that, what they say, a nation can rise no higher than its women. I'm focused on the sisters. Because when we get it, when we're set free, we keep talking about the black race. No. When the sisters of the black race get set free, y'all get nervous. The niggas get nervous because you understand that your patriarchy and that damn fantasy of you having some control over somebody, that shit need to die. We need to return to the damn matriarchy of anything. And that shit is imbalanced. And I get that now. It ain't even got to be no war. This is just straight up. This is real shit. So yeah, I see why it was beneficial to keep women stupid. And they the only ones that understand what the hell I'm talking about. The ones that's woke. Because there's a lot of pick-me's and pick-mishas. Like I used to be. I was the Grand Marshal pick-misha, honey. Dick worshiping and dick gobbling.
That's from your
thinking that men were some thing, some royal deity and shit. Giving away power. That's the whole gag in the game.
That's from your mama and your daddy. And she's finally realizing it at 43 years old.
To give away your power. The most powerful people are programmed to be the most weakest, docile, and unhappy. That's it. Cliff notes to life. Save that. Bookmark what I just said. That's it. That's the game. And when you realize that, it's game over. So yeah, when women wake the fuck up, we some shit's gonna really get to shaking. Because I keep seeing the sisters losing out here. Legally binding themselves to a man, thinking that they ain't nothing, killing themselves because they want the love of a man. Need the proximity of a man. That whole villainizing single lifestyle, baby, once y'all get that out your head and feeling like you haven't gotten success because somebody ain't married you, if you know, y'all need to get in the women's only community. That's the type of women that I have these women only communities for. Of course, it's for all women that are single, but for those that want to start decentering men and focusing on your happiness, if you only want female roommates, that's what it boils down to. It's great to be amongst each other. You need to heal. I used to think that I didn't want women around. No, we need to motherfucking be around each other. You're the only ones that understand how people try to make you feel like shit because you're a woman, you brown, you got a baby, you sick. Girl, y'all got to come out of that. I know how toxic that shit is, and that's been eating away at your soul for centuries and decades.
She talk about herself.
Y'all got to take y'all power back.
She's talking about herself because some of us are okay being single, right? Some of us, if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But she was the one praising men. You got to put the penis on a pedestal. This, that, and this. That was her. So what's funny is now she's getting backlash because the dudes was like, oh, now she don't like us no more. A dude did a video about her.
I don't want no niggas in my goddamn inbox because we can figure it out. Y'all dusty, y'all broken, emotionally unhinged, all that crazy, angry, abusive shit. I'm not here for that shit. You can't manipulate your way. No. I probably would have been, I should have been a damn lesbian. I just don't, I'm not into pussy like that. But I mean,
oh Lord,
if I could do it all over again, I probably would go through, I would have had a stud girlfriend somewhere, girl. Or just been a nun. Cause girl, what they sold us on this dick worship, it wasn't shit.
Your daddy sold you that and your mama.
It wasn't shit.
Sorry. And
y'all, a lot of y'all can't hear me right now because you gobbling your man's dick so hard. Put some 100s and fires in the chest so I can start talking my shit. That just from Sag to Sag. I just need to know y'all here and see me with this thing. Okay, there we go. Listen.
I ain't know she said
we
that.
We gotta get the dick out of our mouth.
See, I can't.
That's when you really will start to win. I mean, heal your daddy issues, descend to your mother, descend to your family, fuck your family, fuck the white man, fuck all that shit. I'm talking to the sisters right now. Fuck all that shit.
It's coming out.
You probably need to just move your ass to Africa.
It's coming out.
And start to fuck over. In a community of people that understand what the hell you're talking about. That's what this women's only community space is I'm talking about. If this gonna be a retreat, we ain't talking about how to get a man and keep a man and attract a man. That's not what it is.
Not no more.
You need to focus on healing, building your real estate and land portfolio. The end. That's what my retreats are gonna be on. And yes, we gonna have some spiritual practitioners, of course, with tradition. Because we not doing no Jesus Jews, but we ain't hating on nobody. Because the thing is girl, we needed what we needed. I still listen to gospel to this day, first of all.
Wait, hold on. She just said that, you see how she did flip-flop? Okay. She went from get the F out of America. This is a professional business. I've been a flight attendant because I know what's going on too. Men hating when you used to love, get the penis out your mouth. What the hell are you talking about, ma'am? How can anybody take you serious? I can't, Art Cathey. I cannot.
I'm a black woman.
Jesus.
Christianity is a part of our culture. It's not something that runs me. I understand it. I got compassion for people. Like, I get this shit. I understand it. I even understand the black women that have dated outside their race and have procreated outside their race. It really isn't about being self-hating at all. It's about psychologically moving to something that you feel like is safer and less abusive. Let's be honest, it's a lot of abuse in the black community. So people, whether they're African or black, and they want proximity to non-black, they just try, in their minds, we're just trying to end the abuse. What we associate with abuse, from whatever source it looks like. If your pattern has been brown, abuse, you like, okay, let me switch. That's what it is. I've called y'all coons for years and I apologize. Like, we have had no grace for those people at all. I ain't even had grace for black women that wore blonde hair. Baby, I say, look, y'all about to see this whole, I'm not.
So what y'all are seeing. Hey, Mystic Dime. Okay, Unbreakable. You said, I guess her son's father and Brandon really made her bitter towards men, and her losing her son's father taking her son. I think that did make her bitter towards men. But in the beginning, she wasn't necessarily bitter towards men. She was having that madam energy. You got to do this for your man. They need blah, 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 blah for a whole year. And you just walk in the house. They walk in the house and you just, so she has been different, right? She was preaching something different. But what I learned is, this tiger will change its stripes, right? This leopard will change its spots based off of what she wants you to think and what she wants from you, how it benefits her. So she will say whatever to get what she wants. Now, she said she don't do the white Jesus, but I still listen to Christian music, this, that, and the third. I don't do white Jesus either, right? Because we know, all right, I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah.
No pygmisha no more. I'm not a hotel. I'm not none of that shit. I'm not. I know y'all see me as a black girl, but I'm nuanced. I'm not in that shit no more. I ain't mad at y'all. That's what I had to be at that time because that's what I felt was right. But I'm not on that no more. I got a Pisces moon, y'all. So when we switch, we have a lot of different parts and layers to ourselves. And I'm an artist and a genius at that. So and a Sagittarius, my God. We're here to be the wise philosophical people. We are the eternal students of life. I'm always learning something new. And when I figure out something ain't working and I ain't on that shit no more, I'm not on that shit. But if I'm on it, I'm on that shit hard. That's the Sagittarius.
But have you learned it? Right? She said if she on it, then she on it, then but that means you just flip-flop, right? So you were on the whole tap and this, that, and the third. Now you're not on it. Wow, what happened? You got enlightened? Or no? You realize that the women will support your little black ass better than the men, right? Because the men may be, no disrespect to the men, right? No disrespect to any man that's in here. But the way she's talking like a 304. So in my opinion, I've never been a man. This is just my opinion. If I'm wrong, men, please correct me. But in my opinion, the way she was talking, a man needs this. He needs, not saying that you should not take care of your man. I'm not saying that. But she said in a video, you should let your man cheat. She was talking to Brandon's wife because she wanted to be the side chick and for him to still take care of her and have his wife. And he could have his wife and have her on the side. But she wanted the wife to be okay with that. And Brandon had a nerve to bring that to his wife. Lord Jesus. So now she realized, oh, the women, do they have more money? Not saying that the women got more money. Sorry, men. But she is changing and focusing on women for a reason is what I'm saying. Maybe she noticed that the women are supporting her more than the men. Because a man, if you talking this, that, and you only talking about, smacks, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all know what I'm saying? If she's only talking about that, then the man is like, hey, ooh, okay, I can get that, right? Are they going to take you home to mama? Maybe not, probably not. Are they going to put a ring on it? Probably not, because you were 304, because that's what you're presenting yourself as.
Wait, and I got Pisces moon. So I'm going to be on it hard, and I'm going to do it with my whole heart and soul. But if I figure out that shit some bullshit, and that Pan-African conscious Hotep shit is a scam too, to suppress me and my womanhood and my divine goddess, divine selfhood, like, damn, game over. I see where the abuse is. It's just identifying where the abuse and the brokenness and the poor, the post shit, the broke shit, post shit, mean shit, abusive shit. I just see where it is now for us as Black women, and I know how to move away from it. I'm just talking to us, sis. I ain't talking to the mean Hotep niggas and stuff that tuned in that's mad.
She a mess. And women will spin out of emotions. We will. That's probably why so many people gave to her GoFundMe, right? Like, oh man, damn, Art is a messed up person, but we don't want anything bad to happen to. Let me just give her $20. Miss Stroud gave her $100. You know what I mean? Somebody gave her $300. I hope that whatever happens to her, that she is healed at some point in time, right? Because I don't wish this on anyone. But Art needed a wake-up call. She needed a wake-up call. Move to Africa and move in with other broken women without qualified clinical support will turn into what we're seeing in the Gambia with all these women just fighting against each other. Yo, they said a fight just broke out. I said, what? It was two British women. So, Miss Melanated Matador, you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. It's going to turn into nonsense. You need some true, a qualified person to get people through these emotions. People coming with different traumas. But Art Cathey, she's a healer. You can't tell her she's not the all be all.
I'm just playing, but that's the women only community. So if you want to be a part of something like that, if that resonates to you, that's what it's for. Because I really do. I'm a damn good marketer. I'm a genius at, creating certain communities, and I curate specific communities, niche communities. So this should speak to a certain type of woman. Okay. This women owned communities. And of course, if you want relocation services, hit us up. But if you broke, it's not for you. I'm serious. You're not going to be able to relocate. You can relocate by yourself, but don't reach out for my help talking about I ain't got no money. Well, we're the relocation service. If you don't have at least a cool 5, 10, 15 grand that you're just working with, it's not, you can't hire a service to relocate you. That's either here in Ghana, international, or in the States. You can't hire no relocation service if you're not already sitting on a couple grand.
Did you hear that?
We talking about your plane ticket.
Did you hear that? 5, 10, 15, 20 grand. You got to be sitting on that for relocation services? Ma'am. Wait, so if they're paying you that much money, Art Cathey, then what the hell? They got to have like 30, 40,000 to be able to buy land and build a house too? Do you hear what she's saying? So you charging these people all that money? And now you laid up in the hospital about to leave and you taking their money and coming back to America along with other people money that's donated? Hey, Gail at Night. Y'all say hi to Miss Gail at Night, the moderator of all YouTube Black YouTubers. We love you, Gail. We love you. Now she broke and can't relocate to the US without our help. That part. Unbreakable. That part.
Ticket, visa on arrival services, people to help you do this shit. All of our services cost, babe. So don't even come with that broke shit. It's not for people that's constantly thinking that I'm running a scam. Like, I'm over that.
You over the scam? She said, I'm over that, right? Forget about that. That's an abuser. I didn't beat you. The next morning, well, why did you do that to me? That's old news. We over that. Let's move on. That's her, like with the scams. We over that. So you say don't come to Africa broke, but you came to Africa broke. I didn't come to Africa broke and y'all took my money.
We already know as a Black woman, if you do business, period, you're going to be called a scammer.
No, you're
and I just understand how people are either going to be cheering me on, hating me, trying to copy me, or as they usually do that are unhealthy, try to ruin my whole life and try to damn destroy my livelihood like they've been doing for years. That's the other side to serving your people.
Victim.
But, you got to take the bitter.
That's the other side to quote unquote supporting your people. Don't say we called you a scammer because you have scammed us, Art Cathey. Don't try to, man, I wish I could get in her live. She be blocking me, y'all.
This week. You don't get to get the greatest things on earth without a little bit, of bitterness in there too. But again, you got to take the bitter with the sweet. But yeah, that's the long and short of how I want people to engage with my business. And I know that this is a psychological mental game, and we are very, very traumatized people, and we don't trust each other. And that's another reason the women's only community is needed, because we need to work on that mental. Coming to Africa is not going to solve your problems.
She is trying to play on people's psychological and mental emotions.
If you're willing to admit you have some trauma from the States, you're going to need a space and people that are dedicated to your healing and know how to do that. Healing is not just something cute to say, and it's certainly not glamorous. You have to really have people that can facilitate that for you.
So if you are listening and buying into what she's saying, right? You need to ask the question, what are the qualifications of these people, right? Because let's keep it G. If you have been to the Gambia or been to Africa, you will see a depression in their face, right? And it's understandable, right? They go through a lot of things that we don't go through. We have, if you're down and out here, you have resources. So you will see in continental Africans face depression. So in Gambia, they will tell you, free your mind. Basically, shut the hell up. We don't want to be here about your problems. We got our own. So who are these qualified people, Art Cathey, that is facilitating this healing? I know it ain't you, your unstable ass. So who is it? Is it Ghanaians? That's a question that people need to ask. Because if continental Africans don't focus on mental health, I mean, America really... I think more money should go into mental health. But with the way life is, but that's not how it is, right? So if America and other countries are not necessarily putting mental health at the forefront, like they put the celebrities in sports, what do you think Africa is doing? Because in the Gambia, if we want your money, the families will send their family to Tonka, sign them in. That now I got your money, and now you in the mental health facility. So who's facilitating this healing is the main question.
So yes, this women's only space, we have the one property that's $266 a month. You can pay. Okay, that's 3 bedrooms up top. It's shared space. It's a shared living space, female only roommates. It's great for single mothers, solo travelers, but this is good for women that want female only spaces and you want that retreat focused energy too, and retreat focused activities that are dedicated to seeing you be your best and to heal from everything that you came out of from America. And so we do have people that are here in Ghana from, spiritual centers, communities, and people that are also in the States that I've worked with for years that'll also be helping us to rewire and retune this thing called the mind. So everybody that has questions, set up a session to talk. I don't answer any DMs, and I realize how special my energy is and my attention is. So I just don't give it out at all. So shout out to my members that have signed up. If you want membership services like Visa on arrival, if you want to just bypass the line, we get you out the line. It's so much easier to work with the service for everything you need. Because if you're in America right now, you probably don't even know how the fuck to get out. I'm just realizing that I don't.
Oh God, I can't with her. I can't. Oh, I cannot with her. I can't.
I live in like La La Land a little bit because I have gotten out. And for me, I feel like it was so easy. Girl, this hair doesn't make me feel very fishy, girl.
Who paid for that hair?
It's so easy for me, but I don't realize how hard it is for some of you. And so that's why I just have to think about my ladies. Like your money, that's why we need to get our money together. Because now when you want to be able to move and you entertaining some fool ass nigga and not managing your body, your womb, your life, your energy properly, you can't get to where you need to get because you're not focused on what you need to focus on. Because we have everything we need to be successful already. So if that's a move you want to make, pray on it. Make sure that's right for you. And if you want to set up a time to talk, go to the website. Everything is there. And if you want to ask a question on the site, it'll be some type of AI or virtual assistant to help you to set up the next step, whether it's membership or a one-on-one.
Oh, so it's not even a person. It's not even a person. She got the AI setting up everything. Do you notice that Art Cathey will not talk to you unless you pay her money? Who does that? 304s? Oh, you ain't getting any services until you pay me first.
For a 90-minute session. That's the only way to talk to me. It's certainly not through my DMs. Don't send me any messages.
You see?
I don't go back and forth in emails at all. There's no interaction with me that's free. See? So let's put that out there now.
See?
Okay? Yeah, I know people are mad at that too, but I know how special my energy is and how valuable it is, and I don't give it to everybody. It's certainly not me trying to sniff around with.
But how many of us have gone to the Gambia and just helped everyone off the strength of just helping them? How many people have I talked to just to give them information? But she said, this is what I say, y'all. This is why you know it's not genuine. You not talking to me for free. I know a few people on here or in this chat that has been to the Gambia that has done things for people for free. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, they ain't struggling for money. They came prepared so that they can really make the transition better for the next person. Not, oh, you got to give me money to talk to me. It's a consultation. How many people have I given free consultations to? Quite a bit. Free information. Because how many people did I let stay with me? Because I didn't want them to go through nonsense. I wanted them to have a great experience. But this 304 is saying, you ain't talking to me unless you give me money. This lady is money hungry.
That weird ass manipulative, abusive energy, hotel, angry energy, because we have to protect ourselves too. And you have a big light like this, you have a lot of people that's going to be trying to humble you and harm you and harass you. So we already know. We know the difference. We know the difference. We know the people that's trying to get around the paywall and to try to make all these ways to communicate. I'm not available in that way. So if you want to talk to me in any capacity, it's only through the website and only through membership. when you get your membership, we get a call, you talk to the team, you talk to me, or if you don't want to be a member, you want to talk one time and get an exploratory session and get somebody to counsel you one-on-one, it's great. I talked to some wonderful people that signed up. Shout out to you, sis. She was a Sagittarius as well. Such a sweet young lady. She was so cool. And she was 31, you know, so I love to see my little nieces that's doing their thing. You know, she's going to be setting up her Airbnb empire here. So for those of you guys that want to do something similar, you want a supportive women's community, or if you just want one-on-one assistance, you can be men too. Calm down. Because again, people are like, what if I'm married? Girl, that's your fault. I mean, it's for everybody still. Okay, calm down.
Jealous.
Calm down.
She's jealous Brandon wouldn't marry her.
Just for the people that don't have any brain cells, the women's only space is for single moms, single women, women that want to decenter men, heal from a crazy patriarchy, American society, from materialism. If you want to unplug and deprogram from capitalism, like all of that, we're going to be a fully sustainable community. You come with your skills, pay your rent in advance for the year, $266 a month. Calculate that, you pay yearly. Okay, and so same with the space encantment, that's $700 a month for that 5-bedroom with the swimming pool. So those two are available. But if you want to talk one-on-one about that, become a member first. But for the women that want those spaces, you do have to become a member, annual membership, so that you can have an annual lease, because these transitional living spaces are only for 1 year.
She sound like AP and Jody, an annual membership. So I want all your money up front. So when I don't provide the services that I said I was going to, what you going to do about it? She refuses to work. She won't go back to school either. She was all over the place when she was in Atlanta. That's criminal behavior, but we almost done. Yes, Miriam, you didn't have to say that, but I appreciate you, sister. I appreciate you.
It helps you get, solidified. It helps you get solid and settled on the ground in Ghana, and you can really start moving around comfortably when you have somewhere to stay, and you kind of, you don't have to worry anymore. So I know that people need that, and that's the beauty of what we've created with GTFOA. So thank you everybody for joining me. Let me pour up some more juice.
So fresh apple juice.
Fresh apple juice from Mel.
Who are these people that are counseling?
Oh, I love it. Cold pressed juices are the best.
Who are these people that are counseling?
So anyway, any questions, go to the website. I talked earlier about the instant ways I became rich. And in this video, if you're just joining me, I went over a couple of the ways. But one of the ways was taking off the load of stressing out about bills and rent.
Yes!
That's the first way.
Yes, because you took everybody else's money, so you no longer have to stress about bills and rent.
You can instantly become rich. Rich is to never worry about rent again. So for people that are ready to really take that step financially, you need to have about a cool 5 to 10 grand if you're going to reach out for the assistance of a relocation service. You're going to need that. If you don't, you can't do this on some $100, $20, I ain't got no money shit. That's not what this is for. So you probably need to just stay in America and figure it out. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, be sure to set up an exploratory session or even a 90-minute exploratory call where you can talk to me and our long-term residency visa advisor and talk to you about the GTFOA integration program so you can start your new chapter in Ghana. Talk to you guys soon.
All right. So y'all, that's April 16th, right? So why is she begging for money now? Now, this is May 1st. So April 16th is the video where she said, I got instantly rich in Ghana, blah, 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 join my whatever, pay your yearly membership. I'm not going to give you any information, but I'm getting in front of this camera and I'm going to make it seem like this is what's going on. Okay, so this is May 1st. This is when she was in the hospital, right? That's the beginning of this year. Beginning of this month, sorry.
Girl, we in here live. You drink my water. I know y'all ain't used to this. Go on, come in here. Girl, we at the hospital, girl. We at the hospital. Go on here, come in here. I never thought I'd be one of them people to go live when they're in the hospital. But I'm doing it. Let me tell y'all something about Ghana. I think I done fallen in love with Ghana all over again. And I'm not doped up. They got me on the good stuff. I got morphine. I'm going to tell y'all what's going on.
I'm sorry. If you got morphine, ma'am, you are doped up. Make sure y'all hit that click that like button, okay? Tay-Tay's trying to grow. I'm trying to grow to get this information out, but I'm also trying to grow. So y'all hit that like button, okay? But excuse me. Yeah, she is doped up. She's on morphine, but she says she's not doped up. Stella, please.
Because something about being sick, it just, makes you get real. But yeah, I appreciate Ghana. I appreciate Ghana so much because they got me on the best food. I was initially scared at first because I didn't know what the experience would be like, how different it is from America. But I'm so pleased with the staff, with everybody, with how things are going. And they have very good food. Like I'm really pleased with everything so far. So if you're thinking about moving here, for sure, I would definitely say go to Banks. Banks Hospital is the best. Think about money, where the money is. So Banks Hospital in Cantonment, which is the upscale part of town. I highly recommend this place. Let me show y'all what we got. They got fresh watermelon juice, okay? We got a chicken stew. Y'all see this chicken stew? And they got rice. They got a lot of rice in here. But the food's good. Everybody's been treated.
So she says she was scared, right? This is May 1st. So you're telling people to come here. You have this business. You're going to help them do this. You're going to help them do that. The retirement people are the ones. Sorry, I pressed the button. The retirement people are the ones that's coming. So, one of the things, if people that are coming that are of a certain age, healthcare should be one of your marketing points, right? But you went to the hospital. You didn't know what it was like, this, that, and the third. But you're telling people to come there, move there, take a one-way plane ticket. This is the video I just showed you was April 16th. This is May 1st. So you're going to hear her say, what did she say? I didn't know. Well, I was scared. You never been to the hospitals to check it out, but you're telling people to come here, move here, and you have a Get the F Out of America website? Telling them to come to Ghana? Ma'am. Okay, make your own decision, y'all.
I'm dealing with a health crisis right now, and being an herbalist is very humbling to go through the things that I've been talking about for years. All
right, y'all. I'm not going to stop this again, but I just need to say this. Again, this is from May 1st, 2025. And as a disclaimer, reviewing this video is for educational purposes only. Yes, I'm going through this to show y'all what Art Cathey has said in the contradictions, but I'm also trying to educate you all, if you are trying to go to Africa, what to look out for and things like that. Okay?
And how to reverse cancer and how to reverse this disease, how to reverse that disease. I'm having to do those things for myself right now. But the pain was really so great that I needed to come in. I hope y'all can hear me okay. But this ain't a pity video. It's important because I think people see me being so strong all the time. And when you're living in a foreign country, it's important to have faith in their medical system. I was scared as hell to come to an African hospital. I'm not gonna even lie. Like, y'all want to know, what it's like, the doctors and stuff like that. Yeah, like, you want to be able to have and put your faith and your trust in, a medical facility that you can really rely in and feel like it's going to be good. So this one's been great. I hope everybody else is good out there. Take care of your health. Don't let stress get to you. I've let stress get to my body. At 43 years old, I'm dealing with the effects of stress. And something about your mortality, you just lose your fear. So I don't have a lot of fear anymore about, talking about things and being honest and real. But this is how it is, y'all. I'm sitting here really doped up on this morphine. It's not giving me the loopiness. It just took the pain away. So it doesn't give you like that euphoria high. But I wanted to tell you guys that if you are considering moving to Ghana and if you are looking for medical facilities right now, check out Banks Hospital.
if you are considering moving to Ghana, I would suggest that you work on your health so you don't have to deal with the health and the hospital and the healthcare systems overseas, right? Let me say that again. If you are considering moving to Africa, Ghana, Gambia, any country in Africa, if you're considering moving to the African continent, you should work on your health now. Why is she telling y'all about hospitals now since she's using it? You'll see what she's doing. You'll see what she's doing. But like I said, for educational purposes, y'all, work on your health before you go to Africa, whether it's visiting or you're planning to move. Work on your health. So that way you will not end up in a serious situation like Art.
Hospital is the best. It's in Cantonment. You can pay with cash or insurance. You do have insurance options here too. So if you have questions about that, you can definitely hit us up. Go to getthefuckoutofamerica.com. If you're thinking about moving to Ghana, you want relocation services. For those of y'all just joining me, yes, girl, I'm in the hospital. But thank God, girl, the air conditioning on. I didn't know what these hospitals was going to be looking like in Ghana for real. I really didn't, because I had an emergency surgery in the States in 2023. It was an abdominal surgery, and maybe y'all haven't heard me talk about that, but it was an emergency surgery. I had to get cut on in my stomach and, remove a blockage. So some complications with that have come back up, and it caused me a lot of pain. So this was my first time really.
I didn't notice that black heavyweight. Wait, so she says she had, just to recap, she had emergency surgery in 2023 in America for removing a blockage. Complications from that procedure came back up, and she says that's why she's there. But my question is, why did you go to Ghana if you had emergency surgery in 2023? When did she go to Ghana? Does anybody know when she decided to go to Ghana? So why didn't you make sure that your health was better before you went, especially after having emergency surgery? Because I think last year I made a video and she was getting an ultrasound, but then she was showing baby stuff. Like she was, I don't know what she was trying to insinuate, but this is why you should just be honest, ma'am. Just be honest.
Seeking out medical attention, real medical attention, and having to be admitted here, but I'm not as scared anymore. The staff has been great. I love Ghanaians. I'm sorry. It's something about y'all so charming.
She said the same thing about Gambia when she first got there.
Ghanaian people, they just make you want to love them. The staff has been wonderful to me. They have been absolutely wonderful. Africans got a different vibe about them. It hits different, and you can tell they give a damn here in this hospital. They really give a fuck about how you feel. So I've had people ask.
It's because you're paying, ma'am. You said it's not cheap. So of course, if you paying, they're going to give you the best service. But you've been in Africa and you don't know that?
Ask me, what about the hospital's dentist? I've gone through the dentist experience here. I've gone through now the hospital experience, and I have a personal doctor. Shout out to Dr. Bola. She's been helping me. And shout out to the tourists. She's a tourist, May 4th tourist. I don't know what it is, tourist season. She's helping me. So put some loves in the chat for Dr. Bola, my tourists out there. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate all of my friends here in Ghana, my friends, family that's been sending me prayers to get me through this. But as a Sagittarius, we don't really be weak like that. We're very strong people, and we don't like to really tell people when we're going through anything. But it's important to show people that you're a real person. And shout out to everybody joining me. Kimberly, Tobiah, Patrice. This is so humbling too, by the way. It's made me really think about life so much different. But the care that I've received here so far has been top tier. The food, like I said, we got fresh chicken soup, this fresh watermelon juice, which I'm about to mess with. I didn't get a straw. They don't really care about getting straws like that.
Y'all notice that she got regular sheets, right, on the bed?
And fresh watermelon juice.
There's regular sheets on the bed.
But yeah, this has been definitely an experience for me. So for those of y'all that were wondering about Ghana's medical system, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And
That's
go to
the
banks.
drugs talking.
You can remember it by the money, just the money. This is the facility with the money. This is nice. I wish I could show y'all my room a little bit more. And on my little t-shirt. But everything in here, it just shocked me. You know, I was expecting some rundown, crummy, because Ghana's not all of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a developing country. So you'll have some pockets that will look a little rundown. You know how third world countries and developing countries are. It's like that. But when it comes to medical, and I'm someone that has surgery, you can't be playing around. Like, that stuff gets scary. You have to have the best of the best. So when it comes to that, you can't really, you can't compromise on quality. So the doctors, top tier, they know exactly what they're doing. They got all the education in the world.
This woman was saying,
yeah, I was expecting like a drug high, but this didn't give me like a little loopy high. Dealing with what I'm dealing with, I was dealing with a lot of pain. So
she keep talking about these drugs, right? She going to reference this quite a bit. She keep talking about this not a drug high, this a regular high. This is, but you notice that those are not the African sheets. Those are regular print hospital sheets. So let me just run something, put something in your mind real quick. If you all were on the other live, not the live before this one, the live where we were talking about, you know, where she had the African print for the GoFundMe, right? So she had these African print sheets. So I'm assuming that she was admitted into the hospital, so she brought her own sheets. So this hospital does have sheets. And if she said it's expensive, then maybe they have more than the other regular hospitals. But if I ever had a relocation service, I'm going to tell y'all about the hospitals. I'm going to visit the hospital. So just that you will know anything that will affect you, like it will affect you here in America. I mean, she should have put that in there, but she didn't know about that. She was just she didn't think about that. She's just trying to get y'all money. She didn't think about that.
this is like from post-op from 2023, but I just want to tell y'all what's been going on.
Huh.
You know?
Okay. Okay. So let's run this back. She said that's from post-op.
Yeah, I was expecting like a drug high, but this didn't give me like a little loopy high.
Wow.
Dealing with what I'm dealing with, I was dealing with a lot of pain. So this is like from post-op from 2023, but I just want to tell y'all what's been going on.
This woman is crazy.
You know? If anything happened to me, y'all don't see me no more. Don't make up no crazy shit. You know, I've become very comfortable staring in the face of death, staring in the face of sickness, even as a healer. It's been very humbling to be the main person talking about herbal remedies and stuff. And if you get this diagnosis, don't go to the hospital. I have had to rethink a lot of stuff that I used to say, you know, because when pain hits you, pain is different. All the positivity and talking to your body and healing with meditation, like all that's cool, but when you're in pain, you just want like the biggest pill you can find. You're ready to go to the hospital. So for a naturopathic person like me, I'm using naturopathic herbs as well. But I'm also making sure that I'm in touch with the medical community. In Ghana, they do both. They respect herbalists, they respect doctors, and root workers like shamans, healers. That's what I love about Ghana, is they work together. So, you know, the herbs I'm taking aloe vera juice as well as, you know, pain meds and a lot of different things. So they work together here. And I just want to thank all of the nurses and staff here at Banks Hospital. It's in Cantonment. Cantonment is the most upscale area you can get in Ghana. Okay. So if you want nice, you know, high-end, expensive living, go to East Legon. Everything at East Legon is going to be 2 hours standard. So that's been something I've learned here today. That's been a huge blessing for me. I hope this information helps you guys too if you're looking for somewhere in Ghana. But for me right now, I'm on a healing journey. So y'all be patient with me. I may not be able to talk to my clients as much. I talked to a client yesterday. I wasn't feeling good, sis. I was just in pain. Sis. Okay.
So did the pay, okay, so she moved there in 2023. She had emergency surgery in 2023, and you decided to go to Ghana because you needed someone to pay your rent. You needed somewhere to stay, right? So you went in 2023. You were a healer promoting this, but you know, she used to promote these herbs and, you know, if you got this, don't go to the hospital. You see how she had to eat those words though, right? I don't wish this on anyone. I really don't. But I honestly wish that Art Cathey got therapy when she was younger. If she was making all this money, whatever, she should have utilized her, whatever, I guess, Delta benefits to get some therapy. Because if she would have got some therapy, I guarantee you Art Cathey's life would have been different. No one wants a terminal illness to humble them. I don't. That's why I do try to treat people right. I can get ugly, but I do try to treat people right. I'm not malicious with it. But she talks about the herbs. She talks about how she's a healer. But let me keep going because this is very interesting.
Right. But I still got a smile on my face, even though it's been scary, because the people here and my friends and, of course, my family and support system, they've made this so much better for me. They've made it so much better for me, honey. It's easy to fall in love here. The people are just so nice. Like all that nice smiling shit. That do something for us Americans. You know what I mean? Like bedside manner is one thing, but just having an overall kind spirit and being like a simple, wholesome person. There are simple, wholesome people here all over Ghana. That's the culture. So it's made this experience 10 times better to have support like that. People that you don't really know, they become your family and village very fast. If y'all don't know me and my story, I don't have like that family, the Huxtables and the nice, sweet, loving family thing. I can't really say that. So I've had to create my own family. So everybody here, friends, even on the GTFOA team, like they've become family for me too. Fresh watermelon juice. But other than that, y'all, I just wanted to catch you guys up with what's going on. Me and my morphine drip. Sitting here with this morphine drip.
She enjoying that morphine.
In Banks Hospital. And I think that, you know, taking on so much stress in my life and past things that I'm healing through, you know, it's really taking a toll on me, quite honestly. So, you know, I just wanted to kind of share this with you. Look, I said I wasn't going to go live.
Yeah, you are live.
But I did. I just wanted to tell everybody how good y'all been to me. My sweet CNA nurse, she coming in. Her name's Gertrude. She's been amazing. You coming to get my vitals? Ooh, she coming to get my vitals, girl. You can come get them. Look, we gonna make sure we move everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk while she's doing this because they're doing her vitals, right? But she's gonna sweet talk her.
I've done this before.
She's this. She's that.
Yes, honey. You get these vitals, they so sweet. I told her I was not finna be the girl on morphine going live. And it didn't even give me like this drug high. It didn't even get me high like that. It's just like, okay, it took the pain and that was pretty much it.
What is a drug high? I mean, I've taken pain pills before, but I've never been on drugs, right? Rugs. I've never been on rugs. So I don't know what this, because she keeps referencing this drug high. I don't know. It's making her feel, I could tell you one thing. She ain't never been this calm ever in her life.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody here is just beyond sweet. My blood pressure was good, thank God. Girl, get that temp, honey. At least I'm not talking about nothing crazy. I'm not begging some man to get back with me. Babe, I love you.
There we go.
Pick up the phone. I'm in the hospital. That's not me. I'm just getting my blood pressure taken, honey. Letting this morphine get in my system.
Hey.
That's it. But yeah, this is Banks, right? That's the full name of the hospital, right? That's it, Banks Hospital. It's the best. What's up, J Long, Lil M's Jackie, Lay Bossy, Hope M is Deb, Mr. Get Right, Left, Why Care. Shout out to everybody that's in the States. How we do? 111 over 64. That's good. 111 over 64. My blood pressure good. It was just that pain. That was a fool.
makes it very high.
Yeah. Does it make it hot too? Does the morphine make you a little hot?
Yeah, and then you're not feeling cold, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice and cool. Yeah, it's very cool. Like, I love the AC, child. Woo! I didn't know how it was going to be. I didn't know if I was going to even have AC, honey.
There's one more, big one.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Ooh!
Sorry.
You got to prick me, girl. Go on, prick me.
I'm sorry.
That's
So
okay.
that one is going to be good at time.
This one right here.
Wait, so she
okay.
said she doesn't know if it was going to have air condition, right?
Ooh,
I know
get
most
that prick
Americans.
for that blood.
I know most Americans that are going to Africa, depending on where you come from, you know, I mean, I sweat like a runaway. I ain't even gonna lie, right? But the temperature is different, even though it's hot as heck in Arizona. It's just it's less humidity here. It's a bunch of humidity in the Gambia. So if someone is joining her whatever membership for the year, you better ask about air conditioning, because she's telling you this place is $266 a year, $266 a month. This place is $700 a month, right? That's more than the place that I had. So $100, whatever more. So if she's telling you these places, you better ask, hey, does it have solar? Does it have a generator? Because if the lights go off and it is hot, their summer, you are going roast. And then what about some people that have health issues? So these are things that you have to ask, because she's telling you on April 16th, oh, we got this, we have this, and blah, blah, blah. And we got the best services, and we got counselors, and we have this and have that. But she goes to the hospital, not even a month later, less than a month later, she goes to the hospital and she's like, I didn't know they had this. Oh, this is nice. Ma'am, what are you doing? But did you also peep that she's like, okay, so bear with me. I'm not going to be able to have my meetings. Now, these people done paid you for a year, and now you're saying that you can't talk to them, and you're trying to leave. Are you going to refund them their money? Art Cathey.
Sugar. Girl.
Baby,
I'm used
baby.
to it by now. But when they did this IV, though, I had to look away. That was a little bit different for me. After all of this detoxing and stuff, it's got my skin looking good. Thank God.
Which one?
I don't care.
That's a shame. You done did all this
I don't even care
detoxing.
which one you do.
She done did all this detoxing, and it didn't even help, right? She got liver and colon cancer. That's crazy.
Took it like a G. That was it. Okay. Girl.
Man, I'm telling you, Africa medicine, that is strong.
Yeah, so.
I had to stop taking some cough medicine, cough medicine pills, because I was like, man, it was for nighttime. I woke up all groggy. I said, oh, no, I'm not taking that. I'm good.
How much, Miss Gertrude? Drinking my, you got a straw at all?
She didn't really
I didn't want to bother her, because I had already told her.
Downstairs is so close. I have to call.
It's okay. I'm cool.
She's so nice.
I'm very easy. I'm an easy patient.
I can see.
I'm an easy patient. I'm just talking on my live, minding my business.
That's that morphine.
Get doped up. Okay. What's up, Tyler Realtor at Jamaica, Cat One Boss, Prince, Inspirational Lighting Candles Trail. What's up, you girl in the hospital? Y'all send prayers. I never thought I'd be that girl talking about send prayers. Y'all can send prayers or whatever, but I had to let y'all see this real side of me and my life in Ghana. Okay,
So I can
just want to tell y'all the Banks Hospital is the best.
I had to show y'all this real side of me being in a hospital, so y'all wouldn't be surprised when I asked you for $80,000.
I'm so happy, because you really come in with a lot of concern, like I did. I didn't know what this was about to be like, child. I really didn't. But to come and see how competent the staff is in such great facilities, it can get scary out here. I ain't want to say it while Gertrude was in here. Her name is Gertrude. She's so cute. Girl, it can get scary in third world countries. I don't care what's going on. That Instagram shit is cute. You being, they be looking all nice, blue skies, blue waters, and then the medical facilities be looking like a scene from Saw, like a horror movie, like rusted tools. I've seen it, girl.
You see how quick she'll turn on you? You see, I didn't want to say that when Gertrude is in here, but let me just say, it can get scary being in a third world country, right? especially when you invested $16K. You were told that, oh, you could stay in this in one of the investment properties. Excuse me. They create this, oh, this is a family oriented, this Black people, this is us, this, that, and the third. And you get there and you got to fend for yourself. So they create this facade, but in reality, that's not what it's really about. Imagine how hard it was for me being in the country for 9 days. And Art Cathey, I'm taking my name off. And then you hating because I got there? Why? I'm confused. And then I'm not safe because of the CEOs of the businesses that I invested in. I say businesses because they had 2 separate businesses, but they were taking money and working together. Ooh, boy, sound like what Kwesi and Juliet was doing. But it's really weird when the shoe is on the other foot. Now you scared and it's scary being in another country. Imagine all these single women that went to the Gambia sitting there listening to you, Art Cathey, with your you and Kwesi with your false narratives and lies to defraud and scam people out of their savings. Can you imagine how afraid we felt? Can you imagine how afraid I felt?
I've been there. So when you get a medical facility that's very comparable to America, you'd be happy as hell. The air conditioning working good. You will go into a lot of places where the air is not even working. But cantonment, top notch. I cannot say enough about cantonment. I even posted a property for the women's only community. It was a property that I posted in cantonment. So for all of y'all that want to know, Ghana's best top tier facilities that you want to go to, and this, just for emergencies, you want to come in, get out, whatever it is, and go to cantonment, and for sure go to Bank Hospital, okay? But anyway, y'all, send good, positive thoughts my way. Follow me on TikTok. Thank you guys for following me here on Instagram. Shout out again to the medical staff at Bank Hospital. I don't even think they say banks. It's just bank. BANK, no S. And shout out to everybody that's joining me here. Take care of your health. Don't let stress get you, because stress is a silent killer. And I think that it's okay for us to embrace when we're down.
Okay, so I need to stop that because I have notes on this. I am going to say this. If this is the only hospital that she's been to, then how is she comparing bank hospital to anything else? If this is the only hospital that you've been to. Now, when she says stress is a silent killer, this is why I decided consciously to say, you know what, Tay, let's just get back to you, right? Get back to who you are and let this stress go. Because y'all have seen me age 10 years in these 4+ years due to this woman and her business partners. So thank God I have woken up and have chosen to revert back to taking care of myself first. FYI, I just got my colonoscopy, Art Cathey. So you talk a lot of stuff, but I see you don't practice what you preach.
When we're sick and when we're not feeling as strong or as positive. I've been through my crying spells and wondering why God, why me, and all of this type of stuff. But I really don't have a lot of time to think about that. I'm just thinking about who I can help with this experience.
You can help the investors by giving them their money back. Why you? I don't know why you. I don't. But what I do know is what you have done to us. I know that. How you have taken money from us. So I do know that. But for your atonement, you really do need to give us our money back. That's what you need to do. And someone said, yeah, no way she has cancer. Even with chronic illnesses, I don't talk that much. That's insane. This is Art Cathey. She's going to talk regardless, right? That was the video I showed you was April 16th. This is May 1st. And then earlier this week, I showed you how, what was it? I showed you that she was still talking ish in regards to, right? Some people are so miserable out here, go on TikTok and cuss her out. This was from a couple days ago. So I don't know how much enlightenment she really got or if this is just for show.
thing I thought about. I was gonna just be silent, because that's what a lot of sadists do. We were suffering silence, honey. But I'm just glad that I'm able to give this information and, you know, tap into the people that do care about me. It is a lot of people that care about me, and I'm going through my own period of healing, self-reflection, and changing my life and how I think about things. There's so many things I would have done differently, you know, and so many things I prioritize now. So if y'all have questions for me, go to the website for sure. Good relocation service for you guys. I'm glad that we've been working with so many people lately to relocate to Ghana. And if you have any questions about that, set up a call with me. I got a lady I got to talk to in a few days, and a couple of people that set up 1 hour sessions with me. I will be well enough. I'll be well enough for my session. So everybody that signed up for a session.
But she just said give her time because she may not be well enough. Now she says she'll be well enough. She's laying here with alleged cancer, but she's still promoting taking your money.
Today, I see you. Signed up for a 60 or 90-minute session. I see you. So go to the website, check it out. I'm still here in Ghana, and I think I'm probably the best person to talk to about living in Ghana, because I've had my full circle experience now. It's come full circle. Got here, enjoying it, had my ups and now the downs, you know, but it's all a part of being here and being in a foreign country. It's all things that we need to know and everything that people go through. So if you have questions about that in Ghana and you want to talk one-on-one, go to the website. But until then, I'm going to be here in Bank Hospital, sipping my fresh watermelon juice, girl. Fresh juice. You see what I'm saying? Fresh watermelon juice.
Who's paying for her stay in this upscale hotel?
And they have this chicken stew. They got chicken stew. I love Ghana, baby. Ghana's going to give you some chicken stew. And they gave me some rice. So I got me some rice. They gave me a lot of rice. So I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Thanks for joining me. And I hope y'all are doing good out there. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Stay stress-free, because stress is a silent killer. Check me out on my morphine. It is not giving me a dope high. It's just getting rid of pain. I want y'all to see kind of a more real version of me, because Sagittarius are very strong. We present so strong, but you need to see someone like me present in a more real, vulnerable way. And healers get sick too. Healers get sick too. The herbalist thing, that's cool. Talking about how to reverse diseases and cancer, all of that's cool. But when it hits you, it's different. And it's humbled me. I was so arrogant in the past. I didn't even understand people that had illnesses or people that had weight issues or any kind of health issues. I had so much toxic positivity around it. And
I have to stop that. I have to stop that. That is the one thing that I was like, wow. At least she said it, right? At least she admitted. Thank God she finally said it and admitted to her arrogance, right? Everyone is not naturally slim. So there are ways, they always say you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. How about if you knew better ways to get people to lose weight, you could have wrote that in your book instead of insult. And it's sad that it took her to be in a hospital bed to have morphine to tell people that you got, well, she didn't tell people she got cancer. She is going to reference cancer a couple times in this video, but she never says she has cancer, right? She never even told us she had cancer. That was Brandon George, right? That said, oh, blah, 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 from the GoFundMe. He wrote that. So, well, he signed it, so I'm assuming he wrote it. So it's you know, like I said, I pray that God heals her body so she can make it right with God, me, and 3 or 4 of the investors that I know that was not paid back. And one of them was in Atlanta. Yeah. And she lost $2,000. And then the auditor lost $3,000. Y'all never even paid Jonathan back. But y'all sending the investors, call Jonathan, email Jonathan, reach out to him if you want your refund. Jonathan wasn't in charge, but he sure didn't get his 3 G's back. So I'm happy that she finally admitted, and this was May 1st. So I think she has like maybe her, what do you call it? And this video is almost done. I think she has like points of consciousness where it's like, where her conscious hits her like, yeah, you know, I shouldn't have did that, or things like that. But then it comes back to what was built into her and brainwashed and engraved in her, that rah-rah, PIMP, Madam Energy 304 behavior. It's so sad. And who knows? I don't know. I think it's a scam for her to get back to America. I have no idea, but time will tell if she really has cancer. Time will definitely tell. But to everyone that she insulted, a baby mama, somebody overweight, this, that, and the third, I pray that this gives you some solace to know that it wasn't you. It was her toxic energy that she never got therapy for. So I'm just praying that, like, if she's laying in that hospital bed, that she asks someone, not a marabou, Jesus Christ, an imam or a pastor, or someone to come and help her get her life right with God. Because if she's looking at mortality, then I would think that she would really want to get her life right with God. But someone says, damn, she's still playing reverse psychology on her viewers.
You know, I guess you could say ego around what I thought I knew and what I thought I could heal. And so now that I'm here healing at the, you know, pace of my own body, it's going at its own pace. Life is doing its own thing. And it's only so much you can control. So it's a lot that you have to let go of and just release. All right. That's all I have to say for now. Thanks for everybody that joined me. And thanks for everybody that's sending good energy my way. I will be back with you guys. But yeah, I ain't letting social media dictate my life no more. Like, girl, I got to relax. I got to rest. Okay. So I'm out of here, guys. Send me love and light. Talk to you later.
All right. Okay. So that is the end of both videos. Now, there are some points that I want to make, right? And I'm going to leave her picture up so y'all can see. Now, let me just go back to my notes because there are a few points that I want to make. Okay. So again, this video was taped on March 1st, 2025, right? And this week, what's today? The 29th. So maybe 3 days ago, Brandon George created the GoFundMe for her. Now, I don't know if y'all caught it, but she said, you know, she would insult people. I use the word insult, but she would insult people talking about, you know, y'all need to take these herbs to cure this and blah, blah, blah. Don't go to the hospital. She did say cancer twice in this video, but she didn't say she had it. She referenced it, right? So, but again, she has never come out and said that she has cancer. She has never come out and say that. I'm sorry. This hospital video is from March. I kept saying May. My bad. It's from March. I apologize for that because, you know, I got it from someone. Someone had to send it to me. I can't see any of Art Cathey's stuff. Anytime I go onto any of Art Cathey's pages and I say, hey, give me back my 16,000, she blocks me. That block trigger finger is quick though. So I'm sorry. This was March 1st. So March 1st was her hospital video. And then April 16th was the I'm rich biatch video, right? And now this month, she 3 or 4 days ago, we find that there's an $80,000 GoFundMe for her. There's an $80,000 GoFundMe in regards to her having liver cancer and colon cancer. Now, who knows if it's real? But what I want to say is, where is Chief Montana? Where is the money from all the herbs that she sold that said this would cure this and this would cure that? But she said, so for me, it sounds like she is humble about, oh, I had a godlike complex thinking I could heal everything. and now I have something that I can't heal myself. So instead, yes, I'm taking herbs and I'm drinking aloe vera juice. You drinking aloe vera juice for cancer, ma'am? Oh, Jesus, Lord. Now, is this one of the reasons why? Because she said Ghana, the doctors, they know everything, right? Do they have chemotherapy there? Gracie, she looks different here than in the video, the GoFundMe. Let me pull up the GoFundMe. Wait, hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm getting clarification. So I have been saying May 1st. Sorry, y'all. So I did have it right. The nail video where she says she's rich was from April 16th, 2025. The hospital video, this video is from May 1st. I must have said March and someone corrected me. So it was May 1st. Now, the video where I showed you all where she was going in on Shekinah, that video was from January of 2024. So her hospital video was from May 1st of this year. Let me see. I still do have it. Okay, let me see. What is it under? And I'm going to show you all this. Let me see. Okay. I want to bring up the GoFundMe, but I don't want to bring it up on my page as a screen. So I'm just going to bring it up from my phone. Okay, let me see. It's in here. I am going to remind you all what she said in January. You know, when people saw this, they said to me, is she faking? Is this? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just looking at it like you all. But what I do know is what she has said to people and how she has went in on people. So I don't know if it's fake or not. I don't know if this is another scam. I have no idea. And honestly, I don't think anyone would know with Art Cathey. I don't think anyone would know. Because she has the gift of gab. And she sure knows how to persuade people to do what she wants them to do. She sure knows how to play on people's emotions. I wonder where her GoFundMe is right now. Do y'all think she hit 5,000 yet? Let's check it out. I'm just pulling up this video because I want to remind you all of something. So, January of 2024. Was it January? Yeah, January.
Had to say about me, if you got people that try to bring
you y'all remember this, right?
Shit and that almost ruined your life, and you prayed to God and wondered, God, are you just gonna let my enemies win? And you say, don't worry about letting them bitch, don't let no bitch take you to court. Don't worry about it in court. Don't let nobody make you spend your money in court. Handle it with social justice or even spiritual justice, because when spiritual justice hit, oh, it's so much great. It's so much sweeter, honey. People that's trying to fuck you up, people that tried to fuck me up years ago and tried to fuck up my name, the very few people and shit that I prayed to God. I said, what kind of religion do I have if I can't go get these motherfuckers now? But if you know, you know. Every single one of these people are starting to fall. And the truth is going to be exposed. Yemiya, Oshun, Ifa, Kali, whoever you want to call on. Like the song say, Hamdulillah, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Dios, Ma'at, Rastafari, fire, dance. Baby, all of them, they will come to save you. And I thought they had all turned their back on me, but I have seen lately that the justice, spiritual justice is so much sweeter when people have tried to shit on you. Don't do nothing. Don't take them to court. I was being told by my elders, don't do all of that. Don't let these motherfuckers take your money, taking them to court and shit. No, spiritual justice. And baby, when you see it working, you get to shout, woo! Yes, bring them down, one by one.
I'm coming back to
down, bitches. Down, 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 bitches. Somebody else's sorrow is my victory. And if you know, honey, because I really do have that spirit of Cat Williams. Motherfuckers tried to bring me down for the last motherfucking few years. And the very people that tried to do it, they are no longer here. They are fucked up and now they scrambling. Don't scramble now. Because until you do right by me, until you do right by the people in expats, money that was scammed away, until you do right by me, every single person in your camp that stole that motherfucking money, you're not gonna be able to keep blaming it on me, bitches. Oh, you hoes really thought you were gonna get away with that shit? Oh, no, no, no. No, I woke up rejoicing. Ooh, get him. The auditor, the one who checked my books and saw that I had done no wrong. The very people that was on the team, and I had to find out years later, oh, I was the fool. I didn't catch it. Oh, all y'all motherfuckers was in cahoots, but you used my name. You used my name and the trust that people had. You knew that I was already spraying them and exposing all that other shit. Yeah. But the auditor, who was supposed to clear me because they saw, damn, she ain't take no money. The auditor? They weren't even on my side. So I had to find out years later, honey, people that went to jail, died and everything else, and yet I still stand. Yeah, just like Cat Williams. Don't invite me on no platform, because I'm not coming. Because I'll clear everybody out. But it's better to just sit back and watch these motherfuckers fall. I have zero remorse. Because nobody gave a shit about me when they were shitting on my name for years. And even today. Do you know what it's like to be a person that's accused of a crime that you didn't do? People, if you've ever been accused of something heinous like rape or something like that, it don't matter if you're exonerated or nothing like that. That shit still stays with you. And yet it's still, I have had grace over a few years. But baby, look at me scrambling. Oh, don't call me now. Sit there and get your justice. Sit there and get your spiritual justice, because you had years to come out and clear my name, because all of y'all knew y'all stole all that money and it was so convenient. I was the sacrificial lamb.
So don't come asking for help now, ma'am, because you had years to fix this. These are your words. So let's just clarify some things. Okay, so that video is from January of 2024. This video here,
say about me if
you're not going to play it. This video is from January of 2024, right? The instantly rich.
Girl.
The instantly rich. Let me go into this. Hold on.
Play. We in here live.
Okay. Let's see. This part, right?
And you can see that it's kind of like.
That is from April of 2025, right? Okay. Now, let's run this back. This is from May of 2025. She was rich a month ago. Now, 3 days ago, she got the GoFundMe for $80K. So, y'all, I don't know. If you look at the timeline, I'm like, if she's not actually sick, this woman is one of the best mother son of a lover con artist hustlers in the world. You hear me? Can you imagine the people that do all the scamming and the con artists and the cheating and the lying and the betrayal? Can you imagine where they would be if they took that energy and put it to something positive? If Art Cathey and Kwesi would have done what they were supposed to do, they would be the head honchos that they wanted to be in the Gambia. But you can't teach. What do they say? You can't turn a 304 into a housewife, and you can't turn a criminal into a business person. Point blank, period. So, sorry, she looked like the living predator in that film right there. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Someone said it looks like the treatment is working. This is the most recent. And if you zoom in, yes, she's smirking, but her face do look kind of older, right? And if you know anything about the big C, who is eating you up alive, so you do look older. So for those who can still watch Art Cathey on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, I can't do those things. I can see YouTube though, right? And I don't even go to her page, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. But if you can, then you will see either that it was a scam, that her saying she was sick was a hustle. I really hope that that's not true. Let me drink some water. I truly hope that that's not true, because I mean, dang, if you sitting there saying that you sick and you not, that could turn out really, really bad. Really, really bad. And on the flip side, if she really is sick, I hope that this really does humble her and she starts to do some soul searching and she decides that, you know what? I'm going to try to pay this girl back because she's not going to leave me the hell alone. Oh, Gracie. Okay. She's just not wearing no makeup in the GoFundMe scam. Maybe. I agree. There's nothing wrong with this lady. People do stuff like this out of desperation. I mean, you know, I never really realized until I, you know, decided to move on to these YouTube streets how many people be, woo, they will make up anything for money. You know, I guess, first of all, I'm not built like that. And I guess y'all think that Tay is rich, right? Because, you know, people, I appreciate the super chats and the cash apps, but I don't get a lot of money. I appreciate the support, right? I do appreciate y'all watching my videos and supporting and sending kind words and words of encouragement. I totally appreciate that. But some of these people, I just don't understand. Like, I guess they're seeing more YouTube money than I have ever seen on YouTube. So it makes them step out of, I don't know, maybe that's who they are. It makes them do things that normal people wouldn't do. And then when they are caught, it's like, oh, well, forget about that. That was last week. We on this week. And it's just like the narcissism and the nerve. I don't. That's not how I'm built. That's not how I'm built. Yeah, I think that could have been. That could be the makeup. I agree with you, Gracie. I really do. Sad story, sell drama. They're all clowns. And with that being said, let me just check my notes. And I think we're all good. I think I'm going to leave on that one. Let's see what happens. Yeah, she okay, let me check one thing. Okay, so her GoFundMe, when I did my video a couple days ago, 3 days ago, when the GoFundMe, I think I did, the GoFundMe was up for 23 hours when I did my live, right? Was that on Sunday? Monday? Y'all, I don't know what days of the week. I swear, time is of no importance to me, and I don't think that's good. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. Good night, Gracie. So it says urgent. 3 days ago, 4 days ago, her GoFundMe was at $24.45. Now it's at $3,500. So between then it got to $3,500. Honestly, I think that maybe people are watching these videos or maybe Googling her, because for her to get over 2,000 in 24 hours. I was like, oh, wow, maybe she'll get her money. It has slowed down. And I'm just putting it out there for the people, because if I got scammed out of my money, I don't want y'all to get scammed out of your money. Whether this is a scam or not, time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell. So I don't know if they have chemo there. So I guess they haven't started chemo yet with that head for that full head of hair. I don't know if they have chemo in Ghana. That's a good question. I don't know. And then if they did, would you trust it? No disrespect, but would you trust it? Right? Because I know somebody that, you know, is dealing with chemo, but she doesn't have cancer, but she comes back to America for her therapy. So I don't know, for her treatment. right? So I don't know if they have chemo there. Maybe that's why she's trying to come back here. Now, if she's trying to come back here and charge and get a GoFundMe for 80,000, then I wonder if she even has insurance. If she's not working and you living overseas and you've been back in you probably don't have any insurance. So if you don't have any insurance, if you come back here for care, who's going to pay for it? The viewers. She knows her audience. She knows that she could play on y'all hearts because Black people, we, especially Black women, we are the most givingest mofos on the planet. What is our spending power? In the trillions, correct? Why is Target crying? Because we boycotted, right? It's just sad that we don't really realize that we need to boycott on a bigger level. Our money is our power, not our mouth, not how well we could throw our hands, not how many pows we have. No. Why are Tubobs on top? Chinese people on top? Because they realize that their spending power, their money is their power. What did, not Queen Latifah, what is her name? Sorry, Queen Latifah, my bad. You was UNITY. Little Kim, money, power, respect is the key to life. Money, power, respect, what you need in life, right? That first you get the money, then you get the power, then comes the mother respect. We know that. Many of us know that. We just need to implement it in our lives. We are more powerful than we think. The fact that Art Cathey and Kwesi were able to raise or obtain over $150,000 worth of investment money in 10 months shows how much power we have. But we don't use it properly. But Art Cathey is acting like the preachers, right? Give me money, send me money. Let me play on your emotions. Where my tiny violin? Someone told me they playing their tiny violin. That stuck with me. So if she pop up and say she cured herself with her herbs, then y'all and click now and buy yours. Y'all know what's up. You would definitely know what is up. You can't say you got cancer and then we don't see you go through stuff. So if this is a scam, this will be the worst scam ever because we can see it, boo. I hope it's not a scam. But on the flip side, I hope she also doesn't have cancer. So, I mean, I don't know. But if it is a scam, boy, you going through a whole lot to get. I mean, 80K is a nice lump sum, right? So, supposedly per the GoFundMe, 10 to 30,000 is for her hospital, for her surgery in Ghana. Let me pull it up. Did I delete it? No, here it is. Okay. So, let me see. Where is Brandon's message? Okay. So to go back to the money part, 10 to 30,000 is for the emergency operation in Ghana, the hospital stay and pain relief. I mean, she just said she got morphine. I know it didn't cost 10 to 30,000. Ma'am, you were rich last month. I'm a real estate mogul. I came to Ghana and I got rich in a month. I don't know how long it took, but she came to Ghana. She got rich, right? You've been in Ghana since 2023. Maybe it took 2 years. So you rich. Why can't you pay for your own surgery? Because it's expensive, right? You said the hospital is expensive. Just so you all know, there is good health care in Africa, in certain countries. You just have to pay for it. You got to pay for it. You want people say, I want fast internet. You can get fast internet. You got to pay for it. And the price is just like in the Gambia, the price is just like here in America. You paying $50, $60 a month for internet, but you got fast internet. So many things are in Africa. You just got to pay for it. So 10 to 30,000 is called, it says surgery and care in Ghana, 10 to 30,000. Emergency operation, hospital stay, pain relief. Flight home to Maryland, 3,000 to 5,000. One-way ticket, medical transport if needed. So you give her 3,000 to 5,000. It's like medical transport if needed. I mean, If she laying here like she half dead, then I would think that they said she need medical transport, right? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Housing and living costs 10 to 20,000. This is when she comes back to America, because that's after the plane ticket. Flight home to Maryland, 3 to 5,000. The next bullet point is housing and living costs 10 to 20,000. Rent, utilities, and groceries near her son. So again, she wants you to fund her life the way Brandon funded her life in Ghana. I guess the wife is like, okay, I'm taking everything. So Brandon like, well, we need another scam. Was he in Honduras with her doing a dental tour? Allegedly, Brandon was in Honduras with her. And then it says U.S. in-home care. So all of this is for the U.S. From the flight home to Maryland on down, if you go to the GoFundMe, from the flight home to Maryland, housing and living costs, U.S. and in-home care is all in this GoFundMe. Where is your insurance, ma'am? If you are rich, you rich in Ghana and poor in America, what's going on here? The U.S. in-home care is 5 to 15,000. They want you to pay for her pain management, nurses, and comfort. What's comfort? If pain management should give you comfort, y'all, I can't. Brandon, you just is as bad as her. Brandon George with your spectrum behind, and my nephew's on the spectrum, but he ain't no way, shape, or form like this. Let's bring this up so you can see what I'm seeing, because I'm just showing you this picture. Let me bring this up real quick. Let me pull it up before I bring it up. Art Cathey. I don't even know I think I deleted I think I got rid of the screen. Let me just double check. Yeah, I did. I know me. I'm like, Art Cathey. Oh, here it is. It popped right up. Okay, so let's see. Okay, all right. So let me pull this up for y'all. Where am I? Where's my stream here? Here it is. Okay. Share screen. I'm learning. Baby. I'm learning how to use StreamYard. Okay, so as you can see, you all, it's at 3,500, right? 3,503. She's gotten 57 donations. And let's see. Okay, so now we're going to this. Okay. So what I was saying was the surgery and in-home care. You see where it says where every dollar goes, right? So surgery and in-home care, 10 to 30,000, emergency operation, hospital stay, pain relief. She's already in the hospital now. So now she wants y'all to finish paying for her hospital stay, but she said she was rich. Flight home to Maryland, 3 to 5,000, one-way ticket. A one-way ticket is, someone just told me about a one-way ticket to the Gambia for $500. It may take you to 85 countries, but it's $500. Ain't no way that one-way ticket costs $3,000. My round trip ticket to the Gambia costs $1,300, $16 at the most. Medical transportation if needed. So you don't even know if it's needed, but 3 to 5,000. They are just throwing numbers out there and seeing what sticks. Housing and living costs 10 to 20,000. Rent, utilities, and groceries near her son. Her son don't even like her. God forgive me. We don't know that. But if you really cared so much about your son, why aren't you coming to see him? That's weird, right? I just want to tell everybody, get the F out of America and come to Ghana. But you don't, now you worried about your son, boo? Oh, unless the plane ticket is first class. Well, you saw her with her nails, right? You saw her with her nails and everything. So she is balling SSAB, Stella. She a balling SSA Stella, right? So it's like, I'm not going to finesse you just for this. I'm going to finesse you because I want a first class plane ticket. So that way I can be on live and video. Girl, I'm in first class. And who paid for it? Y'all. So people are saying she ain't broke. She got a house. She got this. She got that. And this person that told me this, they know Art Cathey. They know her family. They were like, well, let me call so-and-so and so-and-so. So you know her. And you're specifically telling me Art Cathey got money and she can get over on a ninja and take his money. She gonna do it. What? But she's sitting here asking y'all for money. From what the person said, they think she's scamming. They think she's scamming. They don't think that this is true. So he's saying that we're staring down two goals. And it is $30,000 and gets her surgery and back home, and then $50,000 can assure her heal without financial terror. And like I said in my other video, you all, like, she was not thinking about any of us when it came to our financial terror. Was she thinking about me when she took my $16,000 and ran to West Bumble F with it? No. She wasn't thinking about any of those things. She wasn't thinking about not one investor that lost their money. She wasn't thinking about the people she called fat. It wasn't until she was sitting in that hospital bed that she had an epiphany and said, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have said those damn things. Because now I'm looking at death's door. Right? It's sad. It's sad. So she's going to get the, so she plans per the GoFundMe, she plans to get the surgery and then come back to America. And then with that money that you all give her, then she will be able to get her apartment, pay for her groceries, pay for her utilities, get her son, be near her son, you know, be out on the sidewalk waving at her son. Cause you know, she probably can't be close to him and stuff because of her unstable mentality, chemical imbalance. That's just my opinion. Okay. And then we're going to see her in those Atlanta streets like, hey, y'all, I was lying, bitches. Right? I don't know. But, yeah, it's truly sad. It's truly sad that, she's saying she rich, but she sure is acting like a broke person. She really is. So she's either finessing y'all, she wants y'all money, or she really is broke. And all these people that she says that she's having meetings with and she's bringing them to Ghana and helping them relocate, she's lying. Because like I said, not one person, where's Miss Owens? Not one person has come out and said, yes, Art Cathey helped me. I mean, you know, we will big up another Black person that has helped us in 2.5 seconds. How many times has you had on a cute little dress and someone said, girl, you looking nice. Thank you. I got it for $5 from Goodwill. We will always give you some tips. What the good ones, right? Y'all, this is a hot ass mess. This is where is Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry, don't you want a TV show? I will sell my rights to you, my ninja. I will sell my rights to you. So I think she is planning to live the rest of her life off her subscribers. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, well, I hope that doesn't happen. You know, I truly hope that if the money is raised, I'm gonna get that, Gracie. If the money is raised and she gets the surgery and her flight comes back here and things like that, I just hope that she consciously decides, okay, let me start paying back these people. Let me start paying some of these people back. Look, I mean, she owed somebody $800 and it took her 8 months to pay them off. That's not what a rich person does. A rich person I can pay somebody, if I owe somebody $800, here you go. I mean, my damn credit card is 5 figures. I don't use 5 figures, but that just shows how good my credit is, right? Shrek, can you say the same? Do you have a 760 credit score? Yes, I'm going to floss on that, y'all. That's a flex. In our community, that is a true flex, right? So I have no idea. I truly have no idea what this woman is doing. So if she does not agree to pay these people back and she's in Atlanta, what if someone that is an investor that didn't get their money back? Ooh, because she is coming back to the States. Woo, I hope they don't see each other neck. Baby. But I mean, it can get more ugly is what I'm saying. It can get even more ugly if she owes these people money, she comes back to Atlanta, and then they see her. Some people may not care that she may be broke down and got cancer. They may not care. I don't know. Nowadays, they beating up on senior citizens. Nobody is safe. So Gracie Griffith said this, and then I'm gonna go because I appreciate you all. Y'all been with me for like 4 hours. I totally appreciate you all. God bless you and good night. So let me stop. So I'm just saying that I hope that Art Cathey does what she's supposed to do, because I don't want anything to happen to her because someone, you know, she didn't give back somebody's investment money. Because I know somebody that did threaten her. That's why she gave her money back. And this person didn't care. They told me, like, when I see her, blah, 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 I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't put my hands on Art Cathey. I have too much to lose. I'm going to sue you in court, but everyone isn't like me. Some people don't care. We see people on TV, on Love and Hip Hop, they on TV and they like, I'm going pow, 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 beep, beep, beep. I'm like, y'all do know y'all can get hit with an assault charge. This is TV. It's not like you're on the streets and you didn't hit somebody and ran off and nobody saw you. This is TV. So just to be clear, Tay-Tay don't threaten people. I will sue you in court. That's my threat. I'm not going to put myself into harm. I've never been in trouble with the police. So I will never threaten someone and jeopardize my freedom. I got a good ass life. I'm not going to do that. No. But I'm just saying Art Cathey should keep that in mind, because I know people that have threatened her because they want their money. People get crazy when it comes to their money. Especially in America, we know money don't come easy. Money don't come easy, you know? So Gracie says, sorry, food for thought, but who was funding the scam? All the investors, mostly Black women of a certain age, just an observation. And with that being said, you are absolutely right. Because when I saw the investors, they were mostly women. Few men, but the majority were women. So, God bless you all. Let's stop sharing that. Let me remove this. And I think I did all my notes. Yeah. I think she should be, when she said about the auditor was supposed to clear her, that was an interesting thing to say, right? Because she was supposed to clear me. What? An auditor? What you mean she's supposed to clear you? An auditor is going to look at your books. And if nothing is wrong, well, okay, let me just say this. A proper professional auditor is going to look at your books and they're going to make a decision based off of what they have seen. Now, when I show you all the money, follow the money, I don't have Art Cathey's finances. Art Cathey refused to give her banking information and her financial information to the auditor. That was the internal auditor. She refused to give that information. Well, how do we actually know that you said the auditor saw you? I didn't take any money. Did y'all catch the hair flip? I'm telling you, when she lies, she flips her hair. I noticed that. So when Shekinah's the auditor, Shekinah Chinedu, right? So when the auditor, Shekinah, she said Shekinah was supposed to clear her. That's a weird statement in my opinion, right? She's supposed to clear me. What? Was that the agreement behind the scenes that she was supposed to clear you? I don't know. But not one time. I mean, that external audit didn't go anywhere. Just so you all know, there were two audits. Let me just be clear. There were two audits. There was the internal audit done by an investor under Invest Relocate Africa, right? That was Jonathan. And then there was an external audit done by Exodus Alliance. That is a company or organization run by RJ Mahdi, who is being investigated by the FBI. Rico! Right now. Okay? So, with that being said, there were two audits. Art Cathey did not give her banking information to the internal auditor, Jonathan. I don't know what she gave to Shekinah of Exodus Alliance. I don't know. But what I do know is RJ Mahdi is friends with Kwesi. So how in the heck can an organization investigate their friend? They're going to be biased. And then he went to jail. RJ Mahdi went to jail for 30 some odd days in Senegal. I was cleared. Well, I mean, they don't keep you for 30 days. I don't know. There has to be some type of evidence if they keep you for 30 days. 30 days? Baby. Because technically in the Gambia, they only keep you for 3 days and then you can bail. They can hold you on a 72-hour hold when they have evidence, and then they have to charge you or let you go. 3 days. RJ Mighty was in jail in Senegal for 30 days. So I don't know. So okay. So yeah, I don't know what she was talking about, how Shekinah was supposed to clear me. That was a weird statement. But no person that is not the court of law can clear you. Let's be clear about that. Kwesi says, "Oh, we were cleared." By who? What, your fellow criminals? Who were you cleared by? Was it the court of law? So they want to play with words for people that don't know the law or don't understand or who is not there. And it's hard for me. I'm talking more now, y'all. As you can see, I'm telling everything. I'm a bird singing like a bird. Yes, I'm about to sing. Okay. So, but when no one else is speaking and then they attack me and I have to take a mental health break so I don't freaking lose it, this is what they do. They reach out to people, say this, make this video about her, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And they want me to follow them. But no, I'm going to follow the money. And I hope you do too. I'll see you in my next live. Tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow. I'm checking it out. I love you tomorrow. I think I'm going live tomorrow though, y'all. Let me just double check. What's tomorrow? The 30th? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Yes. I am going live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am instituting my first Friday night frights. I don't know if y'all know, but being a person that loves to travel, I also need to educate myself about crime and true crime. So tomorrow, I am premiering my first podcast. I took my mother out. Y'all not going to want to miss this because this is Black people. Oh, Jesus. But I'm going live tomorrow and I will hope to see you there. Thank you for joining me, you all. Oh, I can't let you go. God dang blasted. I promised you all a gift card, didn't I? I sure did. So I can't let you go yet. Shout out to the 26 people still in here. I know some people have left, but let me do my gift card now. Because I love to, that's my way of showing you all thank you, right? It doesn't cost me a penny. As long as I'm working out, I get my gift card. So this time I'm going to, do y'all shop at Walmart? I do. Are we supposed to be boycotting Walmart? I can't afford to boycott Walmart. I could boycott Target all day long because I don't even like Target like that. I can't ever find anything in Target. If I go to Target, it's for one specific thing, for a specific thing. So let's do Walmart, y'all. I'm going to do Walmart. I'm going to have to go back to the live to read the comments as to what they said, because I said I was going to write it down. I think I did, but I can't find it. So I'm going to go back, and in my next live, y'all will get another gift card. Which means me and Stella got to keep walking because I'm just dropping these gift cards, but I'm still at 30,000. I'm still at 30,000. Come on. Oh. They want to make sure I'm not a robot. Don't you hate that when they say click on the bicycles or click on the sidewalk and the sidewalk is in a couple pictures and they're like, no. Okay, so let's go to my rewards. Here it is. And let's get this gift card. There we go. Okay, so let me do a screenshot. No, I don't want to save this to the pay. No, because then I'm going to end up. Well, why is this doing this? Okay. So I guess the app has updated. So now it's trying to make me save it to my wallet. And I'm like, that's not what I want to do. Because if I save it to my wallet, I can't give it to anyone else. Technology, boy. It always want to tell you what to do. Okay, so now let me pull this up. Get y'all phones, your pen and a piece of paper or something together, because it is a first come, first serve basis. Come on. What's going on here? The devil is a lie. Oh, Lord. Well, this is not good. Okay. Man, it was trying to get rid of all my screens. All I'm trying to get you to do is go into my... Okay. Sorry, y'all. I totally forgot about doing this gift card. Oh, this is weird. This is not opening this. Okay, let me close that one. It is not opening up my phone. Okay, so let me do this. Okay. All right, so I think my phone was still plugged up to my computer, but it wasn't fully connecting. There we go. Because it was saying that there was nothing on my phone. I'm like, I know there's stuff on my phone. What are you talking about? I got too much stuff on my phone. Okay. So this is a Walmart gift card. And I do have a picture of Abdul Cole. These people don't realize they F with the wrong one. Because I don't let stuff go dead. Until you do right by me, then I'll let it go. And I'm sorry will go a long way. But how many people say I'm sorry? How many people will do it? Okay, so there you go. There you go. $5 gift card. So you use this code. You use that code, whether it's online or, yeah, I think it's online. I think you can only use it online. Because y'all know Walmart doesn't take tap and pay. Tap and go. They don't do tap and go. I'm like, why don't y'all do tap and go? Y'all spend all y'all money on security surveillance, right? Like, don't ever go and commit a crime and then go to Walmart. You know how many people have gone to jail because they committed a crime and then they went to Walmart for the supplies and cleaning supplies and all this? Walmart has the best security, but they will never invest in tap and pay, which is crazy, right? So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all. I will see you tomorrow for Friday Night Frights. Try with Tay presents Friday Night Frights. I Took My Mother Out. True Crime Podcast. And this is for Mother's. May is known for Mother's Day, right? So this is May Madness. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for the super chat, Wilma. And thank you, Gail, for being a mod. Take care.